morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. This depends on where you're watching from. My name is Zippy, Zippy the nurse. But we said if you want to confirm my real name, you can send me an M-Pesa. There's a number attached on my bio for you to know my name. What's your name? Pastor Kazuri. Acha nijue perception. Sasa mbona nimeenda live bila kukuwa ready? Yeah. You guys are already here. Habari zenu? Leo ni Sunday. Today is Sunday, the day of confessions. Today I'm becoming a pastor. So when he's here and he's a pastor, you can come and we preach to these guys. So hi guys. I hope you're all doing well. It's a bright morning. It's a bright Sunday morning hapa. 10:34 in the morning. How are you doing? So type for me down below and see what you guys are saying. Live chats are visible. Some insight on how to pass. Hi Zippy, Ben from Uganda. Hi Ben, hi Nico. Acha nifungue hii ingine hapa. Let me open the chats on this other phone. But to start with, the person who is asking about insights on passing the exam. For the NCLEX, I think you have to have the content. Like lazima uko na content. Just give me a second, guys. 1 minute. Here we are. Yes. I'm gonna push this out aside. All right. Sorry, I was not ready. Nimeingia tu madhugodhani. So hi Zippy, hi Ben, hi Zippy from Uganda. Yes, I remember you. Then some insight on how to pass IELTS academic because I recently passed my NCLEX. The best thing for you to do is do YouTube videos. There are so many YouTube videos that, like for me, I did YouTube videos, and I also did. There was a guy, but now this guy is in Kenya. I don't know whether he will help you from Uganda. There was a guy in Kenya who was helping us revise for that NCLEX, IELTS exam. But YouTube has got so many people who teach NCLEX, not NCLEX, but IELTS. So you can try that out and see if it's gonna help. You've already passed your NCLEX, so that is good. Then we have Nico. Nico, mambo poa sana. So we are here just to have a word. It's not that I have anything new or something, but there's somebody who was asking about there were some questions that I saw on the other video that I uploaded, and they were asking about churches. For us, we do, where I am, I think it's more of, it's white dominated state. So I'm answering that person. So we once tried, we went to that church that is just nearby. It's a PCA, like Presbyterian church. But we felt kind of awkward. There was no racism as per se, but it felt awkward. So I never went back there. I think we went twice. So we opted to be doing the live churches on YouTube, because I'm an Anglican, so we watch the ones that we used to watch when we were back home, like All Saints Cathedral and that stuff. Oh, somebody has also told you that you can also try Kenya nurse. Oh, does he teach IELTS? I only thought he teaches. Oh yeah, Kenya nurse. Yeah, he teaches that one as well. Ben, Nicole, thank you so much for answering that. So I'm answering that person who was asking about Sunday school, and maybe in a state that you're going, it will be different. But me, penye niko, like the place that I'm in, it's kind of, I think, quite dominated. So we went there once and it was, we felt awkward. We felt like we were out of place. So we never went back. So we opted that every Sunday every Sunday we have to go live on YouTube, such because Kenya is ahead of us by around 8 hours. So whatever they learned during the day is what we learn, and the kids, like, they are loving it, so they are fine. So I hope I've answered you who had asked about churches and Sunday school. But of course you will not come to the state that I am in, so it will be different from yours. Maybe there are some states whereby I hear there are so many African churches. There are also some cities in North Carolina that has African churches. Like Raleigh, I hear there are so many Africans. There are so many Kenyans. So you'll get those African churches and stuff. On visa screen, does church marriage certificate accept or civil marriage certificate? I think it's marriage, civil marriage certificate. That's the one that's accepted. Unless somebody has an insight on that and they'll answer you, they'll type down below. So guys, how have you been? We are 10 of us here. Kama kawaida, we said when we come here, please we give a thumbs up. Even if you think there's nothing that I'm telling you. So now, yesterday, I posted a video on TikTok and I was trying to show people the difference between the Kenyan nurse payslip, not like the Kenyan nurse payslip, but my payslip when I was working in Kenya, and my payslip, not my payslip, and my receipt when I went for a grocery store for some shopping here. And so many Kenyan nurses are there complaining that for sure in Kenya, nurses are not paid. And I believe in Uganda, or I believe in Africa, nurses are not appreciated. So the reason as to why I thought, let's come and talk about those payslips. If you're a Kenyan nurse, if you're a Ugandan nurse, if you're a Nigerian nurse, if you're a nurse from Africa and you've not started this process, Aki, I don't know what you're doing with your life, Aki, for sure. Because me, like I told you, and I've said it so many times, me, I used to work in a very nice hospital, a well-paying, a decent-paying hospital according to the standards of a nurse in Kenya. But when you get there, what those seniors of yours, like what the seniors tell you is, you know what? Do not, because I had put those 2 payslips, I had put 3 payslips. The first time I entered in that hospital, and then later on, because I was receiving like the net, how do I put it this way? It's like when you get employed today, and then you've been employed in a private hospital for a very long time, but then the pay is too little in such a way that even if you want a loan from the government facility, from the banks, they will not give you. You all know that in Africa, like, I don't know whether in Africa, but let me say, to be specific, in Kenya, you can't do anything tangible with your payslip without a loan. Like, there are so many things you need to do. Of course, you need to build, you need to buy a house, you need to buy, like, you need to do something for your life. You're a mother, you're a father, you're a nurse. So you need a loan. When you're in private hospitals, it's very hard for you to get a loan. So when you go to a public hospital, to a government hospital, those people you find there, they advise you, and they advise you very well. So they tell you, now what you're going to do, please get a loan, fix this payslip, go to a government, go to a place like a bank, let them give you a loan, and then of course you'll be, like, they will be deducting at the end of the month, like every month. Let me tell you, so that was my situation. Before I realized that I can also become a USRN, do NCLEX, do IELTS, and become an USRN. And then at the end of the day, pambana na hizo retrogression and all that, and land here. Life was very miserable. And I don't think there is any Kenyan out there. I don't think there is any nurse out there who is saying that life is better. Like, so many people have commented down there in the TikTok video, and they were saying that even counties are not paying. There are so many friends of mine who are working in the county hospitals in Kenya, and those hospitals are not paying. You work for 3 months, they have not paid you. you know. So the reason as to why I'm talking about it, it's because I've realized there are so many Kenyan nurses who are there and they are suffering. Guys, if you have a license that reads that you're a Kenyan nurse, please start the process. If you've tried different agencies that they have not taken you up, please try as much as you can. Like the other day I was saying, chukua hizo loans zote, like get Mshwari, get I don't know from where, like try to get all those loans. Do the exams. We are lucky right now we have an exam center in Kenya. It is not like when we had those we had to travel all the way to wherever, South Africa, and then you travel all the way. You had to get like the money for the flight, you had to get money for the accommodation, for food and all that, like to and fro the airport. It's so easy. If you're a Kenyan nurse and you're there and you've not started the process, please, hata mshikane mkiwa watano mwanze hiyo process. Maybe mnasema like ni chama merry-go-round or something. Look for money, start a CGFNS account, open up, start with one thing, open up a CGFNS account. Look for those people who've done the exams already. Let them help you with materials that they use. Let them guide you on how they did theirs. At the end of the day, you will find you've done something. After that, when you have the NCLEX, because I've realized most of the agencies right now, ni kama wameanza maringo because we are so many. Like there's so many nurses who wants to come here. But if you're a nurse out there, and guys, remember we said it's not that when you become a nurse, you've made it in life. There are so many other professions that you can make it. I'm talking to a nurse who is out there suffering with a pay slip yenye inatoka from 100 and something, inakatwa inabaki 20,000. 20,000, I don't even know how to explain it. Like I'll give you an example. I tell you, there's a day I had one of my children had a birthday. So we went to that Nakumatt yenye nakwanga pale Moi Avenue, Nyayo Stadium. So there was this guy who came. When you look at him, you wouldn't even think he has money. Like I'm telling you, the shopping he was doing for his family, I was like, oh my God. Maybe I ever even, we had 3,000. I was with my friend and you can remember, if you're watching here, you can remember that time. We were at Nyayo Stadium hapo, kulikuwanga na nini, there was a Nakumatt hapo. We had 3,000 budgeted for a birthday. Mtu mzima tu kama mimi ana plan birthday at 3,000. So you tell me 3,000 in Kenya, what are you going to buy with 3,000? Aujabai keki, that is the only money I have. And then there comes this guy, he looks like, sitasema anakaa vibaya, but he didn't look like he had money. You know, because I posted that video and somebody was telling me, Zippy, I thought nurses are paid better. Let me just say it and spill the beans. I know so many nurses will hate me. Nurses are not paid better. That's why you see them running away from Kenya. Because even if you get employed in a county hospital, those counties are not paying. They stay with your money for 3 months. They don't pay you. At the end of the day, you have loans you need to cater for. You have bills you need to pay. You're living in a rent. Hata kama ulichukua loan ukajenga nyumba haijawahi isha, you know. Like me, I took a loan and bought some plots, started building, pesa ikaisha na katwa loan, like life was just miserable. So you are out there, you have a Kenyan license, you've not started this process. Mungu anakuona. Ile kiboko inaenda kukupiga iko hapo Thika Road. Like I say, your punishment is coming because you cannot sit with your license, Kenyan license, in the house and you keep on complaining. You have the capability to change your life. You know, just do the exam and then you will be marketable to those agencies, because agencies, I think they've realized there are so many nurses who want to join them. So do these. Anza na step 2 moja, open up a CGFNS account. They'll tell you, then identify a state of, like a board of nursing that you want to do. Maybe it's Montana. I hear people saying Montana is so easy. Maybe Texas, maybe New York, board of New York. Uliza watu, like ask people, how did you go through your there's so many nurses who are out there and they are self-sponsored. Si ati wako na do. They are also suffering with that kidogo pay slip that I showed you guys, you know. Then after umemaliza kufanya hizo process, like after you've done your exam, after you've done your IELTS, you've done your whatever, start look for an agency. They will pick you because already you have the papers. Like be marketable. Don't be like the other nurse. Be a unique nurse. Because if you've tried one time and you failed, maybe you tried MedPro, you didn't succeed, you tried Avant, you didn't succeed, they gave you a reason, or whatever reason they found that they can't get you, and then you went to Passport USA, they still told you, they sent you a regret. Just try as much as you can. Omba pesa, hata kama ni watu wenye wako huku, waombe, waambie mimi yaki, this is my situation. You never know, utapatana na mtu mzuri mwenye atakusaidia. Anyway, I was not coming here to rant. I was just saying, life is terrible and you have, hata God usaidianga mtu mwenye amejisaidia. God helps those people who have helped themselves. Don't stay in just in the house and you have a license that's reading you are a nurse and you agree to suffer. You already suffered when you were in school doing that NCK exam and all that. So right now, do something, do something. Anyway, guys, poleni nimekuja kurant hapa. Sija rant, I'm not ranting. I'm just saying. So thank you for the encouragement and inspiration, Zippy. Asante Nico. Hi dear. Hi. Hello Zippy. Hi Angie. Please tell us the retirement age in America. I think they don't have a retirement age here. They don't, because you see, we find those people, old people still working. I don't know whether they have a retirement. But then again, even if you retire, maybe you didn't have a plan for your retirement. And then you've retired. Where are you going to live? You're going to live in a nursing facility ama utafanya aje? So you find them old people still working. I think ugonjwa ndio inawatoanga kazini. I think ugonjwa ndio inawatoanga kazini because like they work and work and work and work. I don't know about the retirement age. But if you're a Kenyan, you have a home that you call home, Kenya. You can come here and plan to retire at some, like maybe at 55 years. If you come at 30, if you come at 40, if you come at 50 years like me, mwenye amekuja na 55 years. If you come at 55 years like me, you will just need few years. You finish your projects that you had started, your kids get the papers, and then after that, you go back home and retire. And you see, retiring when you have like USD, like you have USD and you're retiring back in a country that is using a different currency that's lower than the USD, it's better. Other than retiring here, because like now, assuming this house is mine and I'm paying 1,500, sindio? So assuming this house belongs to me, like mine, and then somebody is paying that 1,500, but I'm in Kenya. So they're depositing 1,500 USD per month and I'm living in Kenya. What can't I do with that money? And I'm old. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know about retirement, Harper. Somebody had texted, top 10, I had seen your message, but you deleted it. At what are the steps of opening a CGFNS account? You see my videos, zile za kitambo, like from the beginning, huko chini, like down there, I had made a video on how to open up a CGFNS account when I was in darkness. Ikiwa kwa giza pale hivi nimejifunika hapo sijui na vitu gani hizo. Aki, you guys, thank God. Aki, people come from far. And when you see people telling you we have come from far. The other day I was remembering that I used to go to school without shoes. Those primary schools, I don't know what they use. There are some kids who used to do bad things on the toilet, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't do inside the hole, they do outside. And imagine we used to step on, like, guy, life was bad. Life was bad and we are here. Just the other day I was telling you that I'll buy a shoe because here also you have to invest in a good shoe. And then I went to a store and bought myself a very nice shoe. Like I would say it's a very nice shoe. I remember that there is a time my parents could not afford that shoe. Aki, I felt like crying. So if you're a nurse, Aki, if you're a nurse, and don't listen to those people who are calling you, telling you that you will come here within 3 months. Just know that coming to the US as a nurse, it will take time, but it is worth the wait. It is so rewarding. Like when you go to a store and do a shopping that is worth what you are getting. Of course, things are expensive here, but then you're like, wow, Aki, God, yenyewe, hey, God, you've been so great. Yeah, you've been so great in my life. Like for me, I know there are times you fall short of words and then you're like, kwani there's no even, but at some point you remember what God has done for you and your family and where you've come from. You're like, wow. Anyway, my point is, if you're a nurse out there and you've not started this process, please look for people who are helping people out. Look for people who are helping nurses out to apply. Like there's this guy, and I keep on mentioning, there's this Ugandan guy, Dr. Makoma. He assists people in revising for exams, like both IELTS and NCLEX. I had done an interview with him here and they left their number in one of my videos. When I was in Kenya, we had tried that. We were trying to do it, but when I relocated, it became very difficult. So for me, I can't right now. But I'm sending you to him. If you're watching me right now and you've not started the process, please go to one of my YouTube videos. I think like 5 or 6 months ago. Look for the Ugandan NCLEX series guys. Chat them out. They will help you in opening CGFNS account. They will guide you through. You will do exams in Kenya because we have an exam center in Kenya. Hata kama it will be expensive. I'm not saying that I have money to help, but just come and talk to us. Maybe we will get, mimi nikikupea 1,000 mwingine 1,000. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you to do something. Just do something for yourself, because you cannot be suffering like the way I was suffering in Kenya, and you have an NCK license that is calling you a nurse. You can't. And those people who are saying that now, because I have been working in a private hospital, and now I'm working in a county. Those counties are even worse. They're going for 3 months without paying, 3 months without paying, or even 4 months. So for 4 months without being paid, and you're going to work, and you're going to work, how will you survive? Like, how will you survive for sure? Hmm? There's somebody who has texted her down there. Top 10 USRN process, information and documents, gathering, open CGFNS account, state board application, fingerprinting, Pearson view account creation, NCLEX preparation. You see now, like somebody like top 10. Top 10 is down there typing, and you're there, you can't even text him on his inbox and ask him, can you guide me through? You see, that's why we said in this world there are angels. This is an angel that you've been sent here. I may not be able to help you with that, but at least you have an angel down there. Ametype ile what you're supposed to do. So if you don't know how to start the process in this era, fuata huyo mwenye anasema hiyo story hapo. Like there is that guy who've commented down there. Ask him how to go through it, how to go about it. And thank you so much, Top 10, for doing that. I know you're one of my gang. Asante sana. Thank you so much for helping out. Na mtu akilemewa na pesa, ongea na wenzako, like tell them, give me something, give me 1,000, like borrow. They will take you to CRBS, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it. Let them take you to CRB, come here, work your out, I don't want to say that word, and then pay back. Sisi tulikuwa na madeni. Guys, I tell you, I had, but I don't know whether I have you. I don't know whether sina deni ya mtu. I don't have an individual debt ya mtu, like, why? Sina deni ya mtu. But we had debts. Huh? We had debts from here to Timbuktu, but God helped us. Now we are able to pay back. So what I'm saying is, do not sit in your house. Do not. Alafu kitu ingine, something else I've noted, guys, people normally get into a point of having that comfort zone. Like, you're at a point like you feel like, now let me recap my life. I know you will know my age, but it's okay. I finished Form 4 in 2004. I come from a very humble background, but we had one person who had seen light at the end of the tunnel. That was my aunt, sister to my mother. And she saw potential in me. She was like, this girl will go far. And for sure, Auntie, thank you so much, because you saw potential in me and you helped me. I'm here because of you. So she saw some potential in me. So she used to tell me every time she comes to the village, she was a nurse. And at some point, we ended up working with her at the same place. So she used to come to the village because she was living in the big city. You people, when you have an auntie who is rich from the city, the way you value them, you're like, wow. Huh? When you're living in the village, because me, I'm born in the village, and I was born and brought up in the village. And then they used to live in Nairobi. Of course, they had children who were like, they used to speak Kiswahili. Karibu, they speak Kiswahili of the rose, like that one. Like now, she used to come to the village, and then she sees how I am so serious with life. I'm so determined, like, I just want the good things. I just want the best life. But situation could not allow me to have that life that I was. So she told me, when you finish school, talk to me. Maybe at the end of the day, we will do something and you get a course. Mimi nani. I didn't manage to go to better schools. However much I had performed very well for me to go to there, because my parents could not afford. That's why I'm saying in primary school, I used to, like, tunatembea bila viatu. We used to go without shoes to those primary schools. Hata unaenda, like, I don't know whether you guys mshaifanya vitu zingine. You go and like burn charcoal. Unaenda unakuja unajilipia school fees. It was that tough. So I went to a day school in secondary, just hapo ushago. By good luck or by bad luck, nikamaliza na nikapata Kenya nilipata. So I told my aunt, hey, nimemaliza shule. So what do I need to do? So we tried like applying different KMTCs. Nikaitwa Wamba Nursing. Wamba Nursing was in Maridale. Guy, that one. Huko mbali sana. But then for some reason, I think I didn't manage to get. Then kidogo, she saw an advert on the newspaper. One of her friends told her there's a course in Uganda and she can become a nurse. That's how I ended up now landing in Uganda, through an advert. through an agency who took us to Uganda and did my nursing. So nikamaliza nursing yangu, nikarudi Kenya after the 2.5 years, because I started with ECHN. I did my certificate in nursing in Uganda. So I went back to Kenya and started working. My first salary ilikuwa pale Nyahururu, 8,000. You finished nursing, that was back in 2009. So 8,000, what are you going to do with 8,000? Hapo ndio nika realize where it's not even going to make it. Sasa hii nini? What is 8,000? Anyway, by that time it was a lot of money, but still it was not a lot of money. Nikapambana, it was not making it. So those people I left in Nairobi, they were upgrading, doing KRCHN, doing critical care nursing. Like, there are so many people who did before me and they finished. So they started calling me, they used to call me and ask me, have you started like upgrading and stuff? I'm like, apana, bado niko job. So I moved from Nyahururu, went to North Kinangop, started working at North Kinangop Catholic Hospital, I think for 2 years, then moved to Nairobi West. I have worked in Nairobi West. That was my first employer in Nairobi. Those are just stepping stones, because I was aggressive and I used to put God first. Like, so many things happened along the way. I started working in Nairobi West and then applied for registration of Kenya Registered Community Health Nurse at Amref University. Did for 2 years, completed in 2015, then got better jobs here and there, but then realized again, it's still not giving, you know, ile kutokufa moyo, like, you know, you're just there encouraging yourself and eyeing the ball. I was like, hey, let me go back and do critical care nursing. I went back to Mata. Sa hizo ni malone, sina do, I have nobody who is supporting me. Okay, well, I had my husband who was supporting me by then. But it is not like I had money, you know, because the nursing payslip is not even that good, like you've seen it on TikTok. I went back, did critical care. When I did critical care in Mata School of Nursing, that's when I got a job in one of the best employers in Kenya. Na sasa hiyo payslip nilikuwa naonyesha hapo juzi hapo kwa TikTok, ilikuwa ya one of those best paying hospitals in Kenya. But it was not giving. So that's when I realized, kumbe, it's not giving. Like, a prophet will never be appreciated at their home. Let me move out now. I started the process ya kufanya NCLEX. That was in 2020. I started the process, and now here we are in North Carolina, Asheville. So you are out there watching me and you're like, my life is just miserable. Wazazi wangu hawana pesa, my parents don't have money, like, have nobody support me. Just take a step of faith. You're a nurse already, because I believe those people, most of the people who are watching me here are nurses. However much there are some other people who are not nurses, but if you're a nurse out there and you're watching me today, take a step of faith and do something for yourself. Start with gathering all your documents. What are these documents that we are saying? You have the documents that calls you a nurse, wherever you are watching me, from Tanzania, wherever, Uganda and stuff. Gather your documents, ask somebody, how do I open a CGFNS account? Send them for verification. Maybe like they will charge you, of course, maybe like Kenya need 12,000, about 20,000. Then from there, open a PSN view, like the wish. You should have screenshot what that guy down there has said. Screenshot that and take that process. Ikifika mahali unakwama na do, as long as you have friends, borrow them money, let them call you a borrower. At the end of the day, it will change your life at some point. If I didn't have that faith, if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't believe in God, the utmost, if I didn't believe in God, however much at some point I was like, hii life bana haijipi. Watu wengine ni young, they are younger than me, they have made it in life, but I'm here struggling, suffering. What are these? CRB ndo huko, kila mtu, Zippy will take you to CRB, peleka. But at the end of the day, I've managed to, even if not everything, but I've managed to do something for myself right now. It's barely a few months. So guys, I'm coming here to you as a word of encouragement. When you see Zippy, see what God does. Because God does something. If you believe in God, the God you believe in, He does. And He will do it for you. So start with a step of faith. Start with a step of faith. Open up. It is online. The account is online. Uko na simu, una watch hapa hivi. You can watch the video. So start by opening that thing. Other thing that, like, you find some other people, let me just divert kidogo. You find that people are married, but then the husbands are like, I can't go to the US because even if I go to US, I don't have a job because I'm not a nurse. Think twice. I'm not saying you're divorced, but I'm saying think twice, because you will stay there. At the end of the day, you've seen, anyway, let me not go to that topic, but have a step of faith and do something for yourself. Anyway, thanks for encouraging, and I remember talking to you one-on-one on this journey, and you were so helpful. Oh, thank you. I didn't know. If someone has a PD August this year, what's the probable time you're landing in USA? 2026? PD August this year? Where? I don't know. My PD was in June 2022. Huh? June 2022. And I landed here in 2024 April. So fanya two projection, I don't know. But we said, by the way, guys, so many people are saying that with the new regimen in the US, maybe things will be different. So just be hopeful. And that one of you, get a thumbs up, German. Thumbs up. Jenny Njao. Hi, Zippy kwa Jenny. Kopoa Jenny. Piga thumbs up. I thought you guys will not be available today because it's a Sunday. Anyway, I was just trying to encourage somebody who is out there and feeling like life like life is so miserable, like things will work out. Let me tell you, things will work out. And even if it's not America, by the way, we have so many other countries that are taking nurses. On TikTok, I told you guys you should be trying to join those TikTok videos. There are so many people who are talking about their journey. Mtu alienda UK, akaprocess bado journey yake, akakuja US. Somebody went to New Zealand, processed their papers to here. Somebody else went to Australia, if like really your destination is to come to America. So you don't have like to start here. And also something else I saw, somebody was explaining that when you want to try with a visit visa and then you come and change status, but don't quote me guys, I'm just telling you stories zenye watu wanaongeanga pale TikTok. If you want to come to US maybe with a visit visa, you can try, like if you're in Kenya, you can try saying they interview you from a different country. Like maybe for example, if you have, alisema wapi? Madagascar iko wapi? Madagascar iko wapi sijui. They said you can, I'm just giving an example of what they said. Maybe you're in Kenya, you're a Kenyan and you're applying for a visit visa. So lazima ufanyiwe interview. So for that interview, there's a way they normally ask you, where do you want to be interviewed from? Like embassy gani? Ya Nairobi, ya Tanzania. Tanzania, they don't have an embassy. I think they come to Kenya, even Uganda. So instead of saying Kenya, you say like New York, Madagascar, Zanzibar, Ivo. There's a high chance that you will get it. Those are stories on TikTok. And sometimes these people are telling things that are real. So you can try out that. So when you land here, you change status. You change status. Maybe if you're a student, you change status to whatever. I don't know. Hi, Zippy. You're looking good. You lastly during NRS. Hapa nilikuwa nimegongwa na maisha bwana. Thank you, Mukami. Thank you guys. I think nimemaliza kusema kenye nilikuwa nataka kusema. Maybe you can ask questions. Whatever I'll be able to answer, I'll answer you. And we shall be live on TikTok today also. If you follow me on TikTok, if you are a TikToker anyway, if you have a TikTok account that is not for Matusi, because we don't have Matusi in our family. We have a very nice family of nurses from different states. They talk about their journey. They talk about like guys, let me tell you. Did you know that when you come to America, you can also become an IV nurse? IV nurse. Give me space. Mtaniona tu hapa nikikwambia, nikikujanga hapa na makaratasi nikisema mimi ni USRN BSN sijui IV yangoa. Yes, you can become what you want to become in America. So be joining those TikToks. They are very helpful. Because so many people have talked about it. And the good thing is when somebody says something, you Google. Google is there. You just, when they're talking, you just Google and you're like, oh, that person is telling the truth. You write them down. That's what I normally do. Like we are live, somebody's saying something, you write it down. And then later you go and do your own investigations. Na unapata it's real. There are so many things you can become when you come here. Kuna mtu nimeona ameuliza mambo ya LP. What was LP? Ama NP? Can an LPN registered in Texas get a job akiwa? Can LPN registered in Texas get a job akiwa Kenya? LPN registered in Texas get a job. What are you doing in Kenya? Ama mimi ndio sielewi swali yako. You are an LPN, you're registered by the board of Texas. Can you get a job ukiwa Kenya? Yeah, you look for agencies like MedPro. They normally do it. Because I believe you are an ECHN, so you ended up doing an exam ya LPN. Because kuna exam ya NCLEX, kuna NCLEX ya USRN, like registered nurses, na kuna ya LPN, licensed. Huh? Am I getting you right? Yeah, you can. Anyway, sijui vile unasema. Hi Zippy, today I'm late. It's okay. We are here. We're just chatting. How does... I was telling people how I ended up becoming a USRN. Nimetoka mbali wase. Mkiniona hivi mnashukuru Mungu kwa sababu ya Zippy. How long does Uganda police clearance certificate to come out? Ideally, you're supposed, if you're asking this question ukiwa Kenya, you're supposed to book. It's like the Kenyan thing, how we do it online. So you're supposed to book an appointment when you're in Kenya. You open an account with Ugandan Interpol or any other country that is requiring you to have a good conduct. You open an account online, so you'll book an appointment. Maybe for example, unataka kufly usiku. So you'll book an appointment of tomorrow morning or maybe like any day that's available. So when you land there, of course, they will tell you, they will tell you what you need, like the things you need. By the time you're finishing the whole process that day, you're supposed to have it. Don't take it like mine. Mine had some complications because of my names and stuff. So you're supposed to get it the same day. If not the same day, the following day, na unarudi nayo. It doesn't take time. As long as you had booked an appointment before, ukiwa home. Hi Zippy, how are you? I'm fine. How are the girls coping up? What's their take in the US compared to 254? You know, kids normally acclimatize. Inaitangwa ku acclimatize ama inaitangwa kufanya nini? Like they love it. Then they are okay. They don't have a challenge. Mimi napenda hapa juu ya pesa. Lakini si juu ya kitu kingine. Mimi nilikuwa napenda kwenda out. Sasa hata hakuna out unaenda. Unaenda wapi? For them they are okay, but the social life for big people like adults, it's not there. But the money part is okay. And then the food, if you are at that age whereby you're trying to think of the organics and nini. Unajua mimi nishazeeka sasa, nishaanza kufikiria mambo ya kukula cabbage, sijui kukula lettuce and stuff. So if you're like at that age, for youngsters, like the kids, they're fine, then they're okay. Wameshazoea, they're okay with that. Are laptex invited in the TikTok family? Yes! TikTok si ya mtu, ni ya kila mtu. We normally talk about everything. If you came here with a visit visa, you changed from that to a student visa. If you came here as a nurse, like we've built a community, a very nice community, by the way. Like Saizi, I think they are live. I didn't manage to record it for them because I'm using this phone for questions. But I think they are live right now. Either nafungua live ama mtu mwingine, Lillian. I don't know whether she's watching. Lillian from Montana. She has a YouTube channel as well. We have Wamboi, we have Raphael, Annette. We are so many. Like we have this girl called. There are some who came through spouse visa. The Adventures of Marie. We have JJ Ndongo. Like all those. We are now a community, and we give people give different versions of their lives. How they came, penye umetoka na where you are right now. What are ways of you acquiring that citizenship or acquiring that green card? So it's anybody. Hakuna mtu amefungiwa. Hello dear, what of us with diploma in community health? Is it possible to get caregiving jobs? Any connections or means to caregiving? Unless you try like coming as a visitor. Let me give you a secret. Na JJ usiseme nimekusema kama ukipatana na hii video. JJ Ndongo said she will give invitation letters next year to people. Wewe umeandika hiyo nini? Tafuta JJ Ndongo on TikTok. Try to chat her on her TikTok. She said she's going to invite people next year. She said so on her TikTok yesterday. Maybe you can talk to her uone kama atakupea visit visa. Akikupea, maybe she has something that's going on, you know, like if you have a wedding and you're already a citizen, I think there's a way you can invite people. So she's going to invite people. If you manage to get well, and she is not catering for you, but she will give you an invite. Whatever you use with that invite is upon you, because you only need to get an invite in the window. Sijui kama ana make sense. That's what she was saying. Unaweza mwangalia kwa YouTube, Instagram, ama TikTok. Then ask her. Tell her Zippy said, because she said it yesterday. How long does MedPro take to Hii message imefichwa. Let me see. How long does MedPro take to file your I-140? Mine is taking ages. Christine, have you done the nini already? Have you done the IELTS? Because I think it's determined. Masikio yangu inakaa cheve kwa nini juu ya kitamba. I think it's because of the. Have you done your IELTS? Because normally what they do, they wait for you to pass the IELTS. Once you pass the IELTS, they change it from the regular to the premium. But as per what I've gathered from people, right now because of retrogression, they are not filing it as a premium because of course it's expensive filing it as a premium and hakuna mahali unaenda. So that's why like everybody is on regular. Yes, I have. It is like that because of retrogression. They have filed it as a regular thing, like it will take long. But once the retrogression is lifted, like retrogression ikiisha, they will change it to premium. You can take it to the bank. Even mine was like that. But once I passed the IELTS exam, and then because me I did IELTS once, NCLEX ndo nilifanya mara mbili. So once you pass the IELTS and there is no retrogression, they just file it kama premium. That is within 5 to 7 business days itakuwa imetoka. So hold on there. Don't give up. Don't give up. Guys, any other question? If you don't have any question, maybe we can end the live. And please do like this. Naonanga mnaingianga hapa tu yani, nilisikia mtu mwingine akiingia akisema ati you guys you just come in look at somebody like this. Na kauka mate huku naanza kupata tule tu vitu kama twa ule mjamaa. Juu ya kuchoka hata mwezi tap. Mungu anawaona. Ati hello dear, New York board nilifanya NCLEX July mpaka saa hizi sijapata USRN license. Ati New York Board of Nursing nilifanya NCLEX July mpaka saa hizi mpaka saa hizi sijapata USRN license. Huwa inatumika wapi? New York Board of Nursing, how comes? July, September, those are 3 months. Write to them, they will send it to you. Atu inatumika wapi? Sitakuja kutumia hapa US. Hi Zippy, you said you'll ask about car loan amount from MedPro. They give you 30,000. See, I said it. MedPro gives you Advancio ama AutoSource. So Advancio gives you 30,000. I asked the person who used with AutoSource, akasema, with AutoSource, you get a vehicle. You choose a vehicle that you want from Kenya. So sasa wewe ndio utafanya hesabu yako. If you're being paid $32 per hour, na gari for example, ile yenye AutoSource wanakwambia, like, let me speak English. What I'm saying is, with MedPro, they'll give you 2 options of acquiring a car here. So they will connect you to AutoSource and Advancio. Advancio is a credit union that gives you money up to a maximum of 30,000 USD, and then you choose a vehicle that you want. Tell them, they send the money to the dealer, to the car dealership. Then the AutoSource, it's you to choose a vehicle that you want. Maybe for example, you want a Jeep. Na usifanye hiyo mistake ya kukuja hapa kuchukua Jeep. Haki ya Mungu kitakuramba. Many people did that. So now they are paying a big loan. So what you will do, you will factualize ama you will figure how much money are you earning and will you be able to be paying back per month, because you're deducted. The car note is normally per month. So like for example, mine is normally 540. Am I able to get that money to pay back? Yeah, I can. But now with the AutoSource, it's you to think and decide if it's gonna make it for you, because they will give you the car that you want. If you want gari ya 30,000, 35,000, they will give you. But sasa end month, how will you be paying that money? I think I've answered you that question. You said you'll ask about car loan amount. Advancio is 30,000. If you want a car that's exceeding 30,000, then you add that money. But for the AutoSource, is you to choose a car. Maybe it's a Jeep, it's a Mercedes Benz, it's a whatever. They will custom make it for you the way you want it, and then you will be paying the amount of money they will be deducting at the end of the month, which might be expensive. For me, I didn't like that option because they didn't have a lot of types of cars. Alafu najua mimi ni mtu wa Toyota, so I don't know any other car. Najua tu Toyota. So I had to Zippy, can you briefly talk about HCA hospital? At that stage of hospital interviews. Oh, that HCA nikiongea hapa si watasema nachoma, lakini sichomi, nasema tu vile iko zinakuanga busy. Like I would give it an example with a place like Mama Lucy, not Mama Lucy, because Mama Lucy ni ya government. Ikisema Nairobi West nishaifanya huko, msinipige na mawe. So like it's like a hospital. HCA, it's a corporation, like it's a private owned, and if I'm wrong, you can correct me down there. It's privately owned. It's a company that owns hospitals. I think they own hospitals are all over the world, all over America, and they also in Europe. I think some, like UK had there some HCA hospitals. So what you find is like they have their own standards of working or working conditions, which are not so favorable for the staff. So unapatanga like so many people leave because they are not able to cope. So wewe ambao unatoka huko, you will be thrown in there because you don't have a choice. You'll stay there for 3 years or whatever time of period mmeambiana na mtu wako. Sitaki kuongelelea hiyo kitu sana nisipatwe, but wewe elewa ni hivyo, iko hivyo. It's busy. It's not like these other places. The conditions are not that favorable for you as anini, but na unajua sasa the reason as to why it's not favorable, it's because for you when you're coming from Africa you will be paid that money because it's a contract that you signed with your agency. So that's why you find people saying it's busy but it's not worth it. But if you're not with an agency, like ushamaliza, you're already done with your contract, then you can try it, because even in Kenya people work in those miserable situations, hospitals, and it's okay. Zippy, how long do nursing course take over there? 2 years, 24 months. Or it's a must for one to start from CNA. No, it's not a must for you to start from CNA. You can do those prerequisites. That's why I'm telling you, follow me on TikTok and you ask this question. They will ask, there are so many CNAs who came here and they say, I wish I did as a nurse instead of doing like CNA and then do nurse. These questions are answered. Unajua hapa nakujanga one man solo, so I may not be able, I may be telling you things and then maybe they are not. But TikTok, we are so many and you're able to pandisha so many people and then they give you but you don't have to start. In short, you don't have to start as a CNA. If your grades are permitting you to and you have the finances, you're good to go. Like one of us in that community of TikTok, one of us, her hubby was a doctor in Kenya. So when he came here, he started directly as an ADN. ADN do diploma ya Kenya, diploma in nursing. ADN hapa ni diploma in nursing Kenya. LPN ni certificate in nursing in Kenya. CNA ni CNA Kenya. Then BSN ni BSN. Then LPN, not the LPN, NP, and then masters and ukiendanga na huko majuu. Na 2 bedroom ni ngapi North Carolina average? It depends on the place that you're getting that house. Because like now me, I'm in Asheville. Like the hospital I work with is in Asheville. Asheville wanasemanga it's a bit expensive, not that expensive. So you can look in the outskirts of Asheville, like where I am, I pay to $1,500, and then what? But different cities, different prices. Ni kama tu Kenya. In Nakuru, there could be a different price. Si Kenya ni state, Kenya ni country. North Carolina is a state, is a country. So like that. So it depends. It depends on where you are. Raleigh, it's a capital city of North Carolina. It should be expensive than here. So tumemaliza maswali. And if you are here and you didn't thumbs up, anyway, asanteni. Thank you so much guys for coming. God bless you. Even if you didn't like, God bless you abundantly, and may He increase your thumbings up. Kwaherini. Nikisemanga hivyo ndo mnaanza kutap. Tap the screen guys, tap. Anyway guys, thank you so much for coming. And if you're new here, if this is your first time coming across this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Imagine we have just 29 people for us to get 3,000. You know, the more we have many people, the more we get to a bigger audience. The more we share these videos, even if it's not Like this video is 49 minutes. Even if it's not the whole 49 minutes that will help somebody, there is only one word that I say that will help somebody. There is only one word of encouragement. Mtu atasema kama Zippy aliwahi tembea bila viatu, mimi naye ni nani? Na sasa anavaa hiyo kitu inaitwaje? Na sasa anavaa Brooks, mimi naye ni nani? Hata kama si nurse, there is somebody out there who is not a nurse and will feel encouraged. So please share the videos. It won't cost you. You have bundles, you have Wi-Fi. Share, subscribe, tap. Too bad I joined late. It is recorded already, but you see now when it records a big video, people don't like watching long videos. People don't like, nataka kutoka hapa niende TikTok. Story of my life. Bye guys. Too bad. Thanks for the video and God bless. God bless you, Nico. Aki Nico, God bless you. One of these fine days I'll buy for you soda madiaba. You know what is soda madiaba? The way you support me. Mkiwa na kina Monshood. Na leo sijaona Monshood hapa. Where is Monshood? There are some people here, I see them every day. Let me give a shout out. Naonanga wakisema give a shout out. Acha nione watu wanakujanga hapa kila siku. Linet Mora, thank you so much. Esi Mutanu, Amos Mwangi, Lily Tinyari, hata unakwanga hapa every day. Thank you so much. Explore, thanks Zippy, I always follow. Oh, thank you Explorer. Explorer. Unaongeanga kizungu ya America. Says Sepita Walugu. Thank you so much. Rebecca, thank you. Kennedy, Omeda, asanteni. Waiting for the soda. Aki nitakutumia soda. Walai, wewe. Mko mkini support sana. Joash. Hey, how comes I'm forgetting Joash? Joash Masiba. Thank you so much, Joash. Naniteteanga. Patrick Mwangi, thank you. Nas Christy. Beatrice. Amos nimesema. AC nimesema. You know watu wangu. Nawapenda. Asanteni. Top 10. How comes I was forgetting top 10? Prudent. Mwaguzi Ben, thank you so much. Zippy, well done. Well done. Well done. Oh, Zippy, well done. How are the kids? They are good. Thank you so much. Mimi hapa, I always... Anita Muhoja. Thank you so much, Anita. Sija kuacha sikuwa nimeona comment yako. So una watching tu na how comment. Nimekuona. I always support you, Banani. Nikija ndakutafuta. I think I know you, Muhoja. Ama it's a different one. Thank you so much. If we have ever worked with you anywhere and you're still supporting me up to now, God bless you so much. Guys, I don't take it for granted. I remember when we started this channel, ilikuwa tu kama mchezo. Nilikuwa namulika hivi na tochi zingine hapo ati ndo nitengeneze content. Aki, we've come from far. Guys, Aki, we shall have a party. Hey, you're welcome. Tukifika huko tunataka party. Tuta have party. Nitawatengenezea party, tutapiga sherehe hapa. Mkikuja, napiga sherehe. At least bana huko hata mtu aendi out. At house tour. Wewe ndo mnianike pale kwa nani? Ai, asemange ati sijui anakaa wapi. Never. Siwezi wapea. Lakini house tour gani namlishaona? Si mimi nakaa tu hapa, nakaanga tu hapa. You don't need a house tour. Mimi nakaanga tu hapa, kiti muliona nikitengeneza ile kitu ya nini ya mashumari. Hey guys, by the way, have you learned how to DIY yourself? If you don't know how to plait your hair, you're a lady, you're seated out there, please end hapo kwa salon uanze kujifundisha mapema. Unaona nimejifunga kitambaa. Like you guys, you see I have a kitambaa. Hey? Those are the small skills that you need. Yeah, finally you got live. We can start speaking English now. Can we start speaking? Oh, you're here. Sorry. Finally got you live. Okay, Beatrice, what do you want me to say? We have already finished. We were just winding up. There's nothing much we are saying. I was speaking to my people here who are from Kenya. Believe with charity. Okay, ask your question. I'm speaking English now. What do you want me to say? I'm waiting for your question so that because we were winding up anyway. You see, the video has been here for 54 minutes, and I want to go to TikTok. Ama we start doing lives on Instagram. How many of you are here on Instagram? Even Instagram, there are some people who are just lost there and they don't know things. We shall start doing those things there. Because even those people we do lives with on TikTok, they're also on Instagram. But I don't know how to do the three of them, like TikTok, YouTube, and so that the same thing is shared across. I don't know how to do it. Believe with charity. I'm waiting for your question because we were winding up. That's why we were speaking Kiswahili. You see, people have left. Lakini mbona hampendi Kiswahili? Believe with charity. I'm still waiting for your message. We were winding up. So if you don't have a question, Nani, believe with charity. Maisha ya ushago iko aje? Ati maisha ya ushago iko aje? Mimi nataka kuishi huko. By the way, life in the village is not that bad. Because you see, things are not, we'll definitely learn braiding. Oh, believe with charity. Okay, thank you. We were winding up. That's why I was speaking in Kiswahili, because I was just trying to make fun out of it. They say work with no play makes Jack a dull boy. So work without jokes makes Zippy a dull nurse. I don't want to be a dull nurse. You just don't take things so seriously. This is not an interview. Interviews in Kenya, they're the ones who speak in English. So I think that's why we are fixated to that Kiswahili thing. So Manze, I saw you fixing that TV stand on your own. It was not easy. I tell you that video, I think it's 6 minutes. And I had done that video. I started recording. It was, I think, 2 hours. I was so tired. Mpaka I was telling God, hey, I was telling God to come here. Lakini yawa, is this what? Wait a minute. You see, when you go to the stores, see, there's a way you buy like those things. Maybe you buy milk. There are some things that are heavy. Now me, I live in that floor. But sasa like coming from the downstairs up, that's when you start imagining. If you were in Kenya, you would have gotten the caretaker. Caretaker would have assisted you and told you, hey, niaje mdosi, and then they assist you. The things we take for granted, enjoy them while they last, because it's tough here. Kuna vitu kama hizo. You buy something tiny like this, you have to fix it by yourself. You buy something small like this. And by the way, guys, like I told you, when you come here, try looking for those things on Facebook Marketplace. Like me, I got my couch in Facebook Marketplace. I bought the couch and they gave me a free table. And it's a good table. Msiseme nilipewa vitu ya bure. And then when you come here also, those people who are like moving from one state to the other, they leave those things. And they are good things. Like the other day, I found a very nice couch. And it was a white one. I almost threw away mine and took that one in because it was very beautiful. What's the minimum wage for? What's the minimum wage for a startup job for a spouse who is not a nurse in North Carolina? Minimum wage. It depends on what they are doing. It depends on what they're doing. Like I have a friend of mine who is here in North Carolina. It's only that says itaka kumtaja. But her husband, she's a nurse. Her husband works in, not in the field, like not in nursing field. He makes good money. Alafu pia ukuwe mtu wa kujituma. Unasikianga, even in the Bible says it doesn't love lazy people. By the way, we shall have a topic whereby I don't have a spouse, but whereby like so many nurses, when they come here, like maybe one of you is a nurse and the other one is not a nurse, you end up divorcing. By the way, do you know that it is very common? So what you do, let me tell you guys, according to what I've heard people saying. By the way, if you're a nurse, maybe you're a nurse, the wife is a nurse, so you're the one who is processing papers to come to the US to work as a nurse, and your hubby is maybe an accountant, and when he comes here, he will stay for a period of time without a stable job or something. Please sit down, discuss these things amicably before you let that man land here, because mutafika hapa mtakosana. I give an example. There's a couple in Missouri. I'm not mentioning them, but there's a Kenyan couple in Missouri, another one I think in Texas. We came with them the same time. So the nurse is the lady, and the other way, the guy is not a nurse. So when you come, I'm not laughing in a bad way, but when you come here, they tell you like you can, the hospital that has employed you as a nurse, they can give your husband or your spouse a job. Like now in this place that we work, there's something they call a sitter. You see these confused patients here in America, there's a way they give you a sitter, like SI, mtu wa kukukaisha. Believe with charity. Forgive me for this. Mtu mwenye ambaye atakukaisha if you're confused, and they will keep on reminding you, don't get out of bed. A sitter. Like you have no medical history or something. Kazi yako ni kukaa hapo, like your work is just to sit there and tell the patient, hey, please don't wake up. Hey, please sit down. And then if the patient becomes more violent or something, they call the RN. That is one. They can get such kind of a job. Or that hospital can or that hospital can employ you can train you as a CNA you, the spouse now, and then like I'm talking about our hospital, and then they will train you as a CNA and employ you there, but I think they'll bond you for some time. Like Mission Hospital, they do that to the spouses, but I'm not sure how much. So now let me tell you the story of that couple. See, that couple, the husband was given that job, but then akasema hiyo kazi ni ngumu sana, because he used to have a stable job in Kenya, so he said that job is very difficult. I can't do such kind of a job. I don't know whether they will even live together. Guys, when you're coming from down there, please sit amicably and have your minds made up, because you will come here and you'll become single like Zippy. Then you start telling people, I am single and searching and confused. Anyway, make up your mind when you come, before you come here, because when you come here, job is like, the job takes toll on your mind. You as an RN who is going to work every day, your husband might not understand you. Then when you look for a job for him in the hospital that you're working, he feels like you're undermining him. Men who are here, please don't take me wrongly, I'm just saying out of wale wenye wamekuja na hiyo situation. So jobs are there, but when you come here, you as a spouse, please take it, because it's just a stepping stone. Please understand that person who is trying to assist you get that job. Even if it's a manual job, even if it's a manual job or whatever they call it, just give it time. Within no time, you will get there to where you want. Because if you're an accountant, like we said in another video, if you're an accountant and you've come here, you only need to get a social security number, and then you get your driving license. That's your ID. They use it as an ID here. Then within no time, you can do those accelerated nursing programs if at any given point you wanted to become a nurse. And then you find yourself there. It's just a matter of time, patience. Like I've told you, at some point, I used to walk without shoes in those public toilets in primary school. And you know how dirty they are. If you know how dirty they are, if you ever went to those schools, how, I don't know why people are doing bad things on those toilets. And now I can put on Brook on the same leg. Brook yenye tulikuwa tunaona akina president wamevaa, sijui akina nani, unashangaa hiyo kiatu ni ya pesa ngapi. So it's doable. Patience pays. Be patient, you will find yourself there. I'm talking to you who is a spouse of a nurse, and then you come here, you feel like hiyo job amekutafutia ni mbaya. No, just give yourself time. Be open-minded. All right, somebody else is saying I'm so motivated, one day itakuwa ushuhuda. Yes, mimi ni ushuhuda napeana hapa. Mimi ni ushuhuda, my friend, because things were tough. Have you ever, by the way, there are times like, have you been brought up, you guys, I'm talking to somebody who have been brought up from a very humble background. Like you're very, I don't want to use the word poor, but I remember when I was in class 7, some other children, hapo ushago kwetu, they said, I cannot even, because you remember when we were in school, there is a way people used to tell you at the, like, school selection, high school selection. So Mimi, I selected Ndururumo girls in Yahururu, Jojo girls. They were very nice schools. So when we were going, you who told me that God is seeing you, God may thunder strike you. They said my parents cannot afford that school unless we sell my brother and we sell all the chicken and we sell all the cats that we had. And we couldn't afford for sure. But why do you tell me like that? That my parents cannot afford, yet you know we are poor. See your life. May thunder strike you. Imagine that's what they told me. Zippy, they cannot afford that school. Adiana Chagua, Jojo school. They can't afford unless they sell their brother, and then they sell. We had a brother who was small. May his soul rest in peace anyway. Unless they sell his brothers, because I'm the only girl and I'm the firstborn. Until they sell his brothers, the parents sell everything. Like literally, you don't have anything to afford to go to that national school. That's what they were trying to say. But see God, the rejected stone. Oh. Anyway, don't give up. Hi Zippy, I've joined from Malawi. May you speak English because I can't get you in Kiswahili. We were finishing. We were winding up, Harriet. Sorry, we were winding up. There's nothing that is so much important that we were saying. We were winding up. Zippy ni peka lo nimekwamia SBON. Umekuja haraka. Hi Zippy. Hi to you. Anyway, we were winding up, Harriet. It's not that we are saying anything. The most important things we said, huko nyuma. Yes, it was so depressing, but I didn't let that depression kick me. But at some point, I almost measured those my antidepressants. Bana, life ilikuwa mbaya. What? Gosh. So you guys who are typing down there, people are complaining. You see, Harriet, when they type down there in Kiswahili, I end up replying in Kiswahili. Oh yeah, guys, can you speak English, please? Nico, thank you for speaking English. Who is this? Alice. Ebu, speak English, please. Where Paula people can speak bad things. God has plans for us always. Yes. Your destiny is not like your neighbors, and a man is not, they're not the ones who determine your destiny. Those people, kwanza, I know them. I remember them up to today. I remember them up to today mpaka wa leo. Nobody even finished Form 4. In Echongo Form 4, nobody finished. They never saw that high school. My parents worked hard. I also worked hard because I used to do even those manual jobs. Kufulia watu manguo ndo nalipa school fees. I know those people who know me here and they watch me, they know, they can tell it's true. Huh? I've done those manual jobs to just get myself school fees. Yeah, hiyo shuleni wanasema. And we are here. Hmm? Anyway, Harriet, some of the things you can't even say them in English because they're not meant to motivate anyone. It's just by the way. But God is great. I'm just giving my life history in short. We have finished the most important things up. They are just nini hapo mbele. So guys, without wasting so much of your time, I know today it's a Sunday. I don't know what time it is right now. Hapa hivi it's 11:28. We shall be live on TikTok today as well at some point. I'm sure that they have even started. So if you get a chance, go to TikTok, watch and listen to what people are saying. If you don't see Monshud here, Monshud is on TikTok right now and they are just having good information. So the 25 of you, can we meet on TikTok? If you have a TikTok, that is. If you don't have to download it anyway. Zippy, hi, I'm on the journey with MedPro. My question is, my husband is out of the country. My embassy date comes. If my embassy date comes before he comes, can he? If my embassy date comes before he comes, can it affect his departure? Naweza enda tu peke yangu interview. No, he will have to come back. If you applied like you're married and you did the application with all the legal documents like the marriage certificate, like MedPro, like the USIS knows that you're married, they will send invites for both of you, like all of you as a family. So he will have to come back. He will have to come back to Kenya and do that interview. If not so, at a missing your interview, that's the end of it. You will have to rebook again, which might take time. You don't want to take that chance. So Catherine, the best thing is to let him come back. When you get an interview date, let him fly back to Kenya. If you're in Kenya, I don't know whether you're in Kenya, let him fly back, come and do the interview and maybe go back there again. Because you don't want to lose. Hey, you don't want to lose that chance here. Huh? He would rather do the interview, stay with the visa because it's normally for 6 months. Within 6 months, he will have gotten time to resign to wherever he is working. So don't let him lose that chance. It's a good chance. Even if he will come here and maybe like, but why do you want to leave him? Anyway, let me not indulge into that. But it's a good thing. Let him come and then fate will take its course. Guys, we are done. Harriet, is there anything that you wanted to ask? Maybe people will answer you or I can answer you. Because you've said we speak in English. Do you have any question? Guys, if you don't have a question, please don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, here we say it's only positive vibes. We come here to encourage each other. We come here to encourage each other. And very soon we'll become a big family. We were a small family. We are now a bigger family. So, by the way, no, let me not mention that. Yeah. By the way, if you're a nurse and you're in America and you would want us to do videos together, you want us to give out hope to people who've lost hope in this journey, you can inbox me. My number is always there on the bio. We can plan on something and we talk to people. We are planning that. So because the ones who are supposed to come, I don't know what happens anyway. The ones who are supposed to come and tell us about credit card, business ideas, walikunywa stories, zilikunywa maji. They went underwater. I hope everybody who is here has subscribed, and I hope everybody who is here have shared, and I hope everybody who is here has thumbs up. If not so, how much can a couple nurses make? 32 times 36 times 2. And when you come here, you can request the hospitals to give you different days, like I told you in another video. Maybe you work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then somebody else work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. See, those are 7 days in a week. So when you're working, especially those people who don't have kids and maybe those who have big kids, it's very easy for you to make money. So you work 3 days, and then there's a day you will meet, or maybe I don't know how you'll arrange yourself, but you can make money. You'll make money after 4 weeks in area. Do you still have 6 weeks orientation at the hospital? Yes, you have 3 months. But if you feel you're not comfortable, if you feel you're not comfortable, okay, Harriet, thank you. You found us talking, just they're called AOBs. It was not something important. That's why I was speaking in Swahili. If you feel you're not comfortable after the 3 months, you can tell them, oh, somebody had said we talk about the orientation thing. What was the question about? Orientation. Like how to cope up with orientation. There is one guy, I saw his story. He was under med pro, though he failed NCLEX severally. He was given 24 hours by embassy to relocate after his Actually, there is one guy, I saw his story. He was under med pro, though he failed NCLEX severally. He was given 24 hours by the embassy to relocate. That is after the interview. How can this happen? He didn't tell you the truth. That is the truth I will tell you. What do I mean by this? When you get your dates, you normally book an IOM. For you to go and do the test, the medical examination, for them to see and check if you have all the required vaccines for you to travel, the travel vaccines that we do at IOM. So some years before, what used to happen, if you go to IOM and they find like maybe you have TB, because they normally say US is a TB-free country. So there's no way, if they suspect you have TB, they will not let you. So you'll have to take medicine until they verify that completely you don't have TB. So they will not even schedule you an interview at the embassy. But nowadays, they let you go to the embassy. I don't know whether I'm explaining in the right way. You do the interview and then you wait for the clearance from the IOM. Like you go ahead, you proceed, but they will not give you, like they will not tell you this is when you're supposed to leave. So maybe he went to IOM and then some things happened. So he was supposed to be under investigation. Morieli has talked about that story again here. So visa, like the day you went for your IOM is, assuming it's today, you have 6 months from today. If you went to IOM today and you've been told like you can proceed to the embassy, you have 6 months from today, 6 months. So assuming he was told you have been approved, you can go to the embassy, went to the embassy and did the interview and he passed. But IOM has not like agreed. Like there are some things that are pending from the IOM. So the IOM has not, IOM has not that one. And then after 2 weeks, the IOM declares that he's fit to travel. What will happen? You have 24 hours. Your visa has 24 hours to, I hope nimeelezea, wewe unaelewa kenye nasema. He has 24 hours to travel because his visa was issued way long time ago. He was just waiting for something to be verified by either IOM, embassy or something. It is not a matter of like, it happen. It does happen. Morieli has explained that because even her story is the same. She went to the embassy. They saw some, I think she has given out that story, so it's not bad to say it. They saw some nodules on the chest x-ray. So they need some time to investigate if it's TB. Remember that day you've gone to the IOM, it's still counting on your embassy interview because you still went ahead to the embassy interview, did your interview, and they verified that you can get the visa. Like your visa was issued, but siku zinajicount, like the days are still counting. So by the time they are giving you the letter today, you have 24 hours to travel, failure to which you have to start afresh. Maybe that's what had happened to him. Is it easy to bring a stepchild to the US? As long as you have papers to show that that child is yours through adoption, it's very easy because they will be under you. No questions. After 4 to 5 weeks, I've answered. Oh, I wanted to talk about orientation. This orientation thing is stressing people. Like when we were live on TikTok some times back, people were asking, hey, Sasa, those things, are we going to get them? Like those palms, shall we learn them? If you feel in America, as long as you're under 1 year experience, like right now, if I want to like go and apply for a job somewhere, they normally ask you, do you have 1 year experience? 1 year experience in nursing in the US. If you say no, they consider you to be like you don't know things yet. So as long as you're below 1 year, you can ask as many questions as you can. Do not do something that you feel you don't know or you're not confident just to jeopardize your license. Please ask as many questions as you can. So the 6 months, the 6 weeks orientation that you normally have at Ariam in MedPro, Avant normally takes people to Orlando, I think, in Florida and MedPro. So when you're in Florida, the kind of orientation they give you, it's not so much for you to know what is going on in the American health system. You have to be on the ground for you to understand what goes on. So you will do the 4 weeks orientation. That is just to open a bank account, do the driving, know how to get a house, a car, and all that. But then when you go to your respective state, they will now go through the orientation, the hospital orientation now, which is supposed to be 12 weeks, I guess, for most of the hospitals. But everybody is different. Your perception and your understanding is different from mine. Maybe yours is easier. You get things faster than me. So we will not be at the same level by the time 3 months are over. So you find that somebody tells me, you're already done with your orientation, you've finished your health stream modules, like you're okay, now you can be left alone. But you feel you're not comfortable. Feel free to tell them, I don't feel comfortable. Also feel free to tell them if you're in a unit and you feel like you can't cope with that because the speed hapa inakuanga hivi. If you feel you're not comfortable, please speak up. Take advantage of the first 1 year so that you don't mess up because your license will just in a minute. So make use of the 1 year that you're here. That's why, by the way, you find many people saying, mi sitaki kutoka agency within the first year, so sijazoea. And then again, even if I go, people still ask me, do you have 1 year experience and all that? So make use of the 1 year that you're here before you Hi Zippy, what happens to one of our dependents is denied visa? What happens when one of your dependents is denied visa? Can that bar the principal member on the rest of the dependents from going? No, they don't. But I don't know why they do that anyway. Like there's somebody who was telling me the children and him got the visa, but the wife didn't. But it won't hinder you. But now the question is, assuming it's you and you're the spouse, you and the children have been given the visa, and then the spouse didn't get the visa. How will you come with the children? Where will you keep them? It also hinders you because it is tough. But then again, that one will not hinder you. Anita Muhonja, have I answered you the other question before we answer these? At what happens when you come with the Kenyan's driving license? Do you get another one? Please clarify. The Kenyan license, or even that AAR thing that zile story watu wanaambiananga hapo ni stories za jaba. We came with our Kenyan license, but you can drive with that license here. The reason as to why, if you're with MedPro, the reason as to why MedPro asks you for that is just to show that you know what is driving. And then it's also to reduce your cost of driving because it's expensive. I'll give you an example with mine. When we came to Florida, there are some who had the international driver's license. The most important thing for you to have is the plate. You see that ID smart card, because it will reduce the expenses, not that it will have any impact on your driving or something. And then it will show them that you know how to drive. But then again, here you drive on the right, Kenya we keep left. So it's totally different. The vehicles here, the driver is in the opposite side. The drivers in Kenya, driver wanga ako on the left side. Is it left or right? Like these vehicles are made differently. So even if you know how to drive, you'll still need adjustment here. So it will not help you. So the reason as to why, KCP, I'll answer that one. Muhonja, the reason as to why they tell you to come, especially for MedPro, the reason as to why they tell you to come with your driver's license is because you will need maybe less lessons. Once they see that you have a driver's license, you will not need to do, like now, my child, if I want my child to do the driving lessons here, they will start with, I don't know, it was called CG pre-driving course, which you will pay, and then they will need to do those lessons, maybe about 6 or even 10 driving lessons, which is expensive. So you are a new immigrant, you've come to Florida, you don't have nothing, it becomes expensive, it takes toll on you, because MedPro will pay for you, but ukisha land penye unafanya kazi, they will start deducting that money. So that's why they tell you at least know how to drive, because in Kenya it's cheap learning how to drive. So when you come here, they'll just teach you the rules and everything, and then you're just on the road. Like me, I knew how to drive, and I used to drive when I was in Kenya. Hata kama si gari yangu, nilikuwa na drive za matatu za Isili huko. Like, it's just on the, by the way, I used to drive when I was in Kenya. So when I came here, I still needed those lessons. So when I went for the pre-test, they said I only need 2 lessons. Ya kwanza moja, and then I do the exam. So I did 2 lessons and then did the exam, and that was it. So the price was not that expensive. So that's the reason why they tell you to come with it. Make sure when you're coming, do your driving license from home. Don't even stress yourself with the international, because you can't use it here anyway. Just do the kawaida one, come with it, the plate thing, and then they will teach you. They will teach you how to do the driving thing here. Then you will get the one from Florida if you're with MedPro. Then when you go to your state of residence, like when you unaenda kufanya kazi, now you will change it. Like now me, I have to, hata sijawahi change. I have to change from Florida to the North Carolina license. Someone asked me about a spouse who has no papers, KCP or KCSE. Can it cause issues at the embassy? How will it cause issues, assuming your parents are coming here? See, even your parents normally come here and they don't have Nini. I don't think it can cause issues. Like now, my parents, if I want my parents to come here, will they even remember where their papers are and they are old? I don't think it can. Well, I don't know, but I don't think, from my point of view, I don't think it can. Haya, asanteni. Thank you so much, guys. With Kenya's driving license, do get another one. You get another one. In short, I've answered. You don't really need that license at it to come drive with it here. You only need it to show them that you know how to drive, and then it will become less expensive on you. I think I've answered your question. Well, in 4 weeks of orientation, Florida, does MedPro provide all accommodation like house plus food? They only give you a house, and then you share. It's normally like the one you can bahatika and like in time yetu we were so many, so we were sharing rooms, and then there are some people who got lucky enough and they stayed in hotel rooms. If you're in a hotel room, I think they give you stay 2 of you, but if you're in the apartment, you stay 7. Yeah, you stay 7 of you, because it's a 3-bedroom, 2 people. You stay 6 people. So there is a common area, the kitchen and stuff. So the first day you get in there, they buy for you the opening package. There's milk, there's eggs, there's those white things that they eat, the white foods for the white people. Of course, you don't even know what is that. You're just fresh from the village like Zippy, you don't know what is that. But si unakwanga umebeba, you like you've come with your unga, you pika your kavagara there. So you saw me making kavagara. Like me, I was staying with the Philippines, and they became very good friends of mine. So they had carried their things from Philippines. I had carried my omena from Kisumu. I had carried my githeri. I had carried my whatever. So we were sharing. One day I cooked ugali for them, and they were like, "What is this? Why have you spoiled rice?" They thought it's rice, imeshikana. I told them, now it's called ugali. This is ugali, my friend. You cut it like a cake. But they didn't eat. They said it's so hard. Kai. They thought it's going to give them constipation. But I ended up eating rice. Nowadays, I eat rice like Philippines, because they eat rice for breakfast, for dinner, for dessert, for everything. So yeah, they give you, but they don't give you food. So you'll need money for food. Mohonja, hi, Zippy. If measles titers turn negative, do we get routine measles? Yeah, if it turns negative, you have to get the vaccine. But for titers, let me now touch on that. For titers, if they turn positive, they're better for you, because you don't need the vaccines. But if any of them turns negative, that means you don't have the antibodies. Antibodies ama antigens, antibodies. So which means you will need it. I've said it repeatedly. Mine, I did my titers, all were positive apart from one, which was hepatitis B. So I had to get the vaccine. But for the children, I had to give them because I didn't do titers for them. So to answer your question, if it turns negative, either of it, you have to do it. Okay? There are some other people who used to say that before you go to IOM, you do an X-ray to know whether you have TB, you do sijui gene expert to do. But even if you know, guys, you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your money. Even if you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just don't waste your money. Just do titers. Maybe you can do titers for you and your spouse, because if both of you work in a hospital, because si mnakwanga mmepata hizo vaccines, mwingine ashaipata measles, ugonjwa, like maybe you've developed those meanings. For me, I didn't find the essence of doing the chest x-ray, because even those x-rays that they do at IOM, I think if you're a radiographer and you're watching me, it's high resolution. So they see mpaka your scene, they scrutinize even your scenes. So how will that x-ray at Kenyatta, semi Kenyatta ni mbaya, lakini how will it see those nodules that they tell you have nodules there? Don't waste your money with those things. Just pray to God that everything turns out well. When do MedPro start to pay you? As soon as you land here. May came on, I flew from Kenya on 6th, and on 8th, Monday, I was on a payslip. It was nice. I will show you that payslip, by the way, because I still have it. I think I normally have attachment of some weird things. I felt so nice. Yo, it was my pay and it was so good. Aki, guys, if you're a nurse and you've not started this process, I feel like crying. Aki, you just start. Kuna mtu amesema hapo tumchangie pesa. Who was that? Let me see. I can't remember who was that. Kumbe it was you na umefuta hizo message. Ulikuwa unanipima nini? Were you pimming me? Anyway, guys, si nimeongea sana. Hata pasta anakunywanga maji. Si mwache yako nikunyweko maji yao. Harriet, I'm saying, even pastors drink water when they're preaching. Can you let me drink water and tap the screen as we wind up? As we wind up, a word of encouragement. Alice, niongeleshe, nitakutumia 1,000. Si 1,000 iko sawa? Ulisema 1,000, nitakutumia 1,000. I'll send you 1,000. I can afford 1,000. Kunyweko machi. Bwana yawa. Mimi nimegonkia yako hapa wana kama mhubiri. Na hata amwezi tumeweka gift. Simutume lion. Send lion, guys. Oh my goodness. Anyway, mi ujoke sana. Msinichukuliange serious sana. When I talk, I'm serious. But when I'm joking, I am joking. Yeah, was you even type there and say thank you? 32 of you, type there down there and say thank you. Yani, I've been talking to myself. Yeah, I can only see 2 people. They are the ones who are active. Hi, Zippy. That one I've answered. Harriet, you came here bashing me and telling me, and you've not even said thank you, yeah, wajaman. Anyway, thank you, guys. Let me go. Tupatane kwa ile mtandao ingine. What are the $3,000 made promise on arrival? Do they give it to people? Which 3,000 are you talking about? Thank you, Masiba. You are my motivation. Oh, every morning nikiamka uangalia YouTube to see. Ndakuwa nimeweka hata kama si kitu ya maana. You guys, unajua I don't have ideas anymore. I think when I came here I was so excited to give ideas, but now I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't have ideas. That's why I find TikTok easier, because you see TikTok, you open and people bring up topics and then you start discussing them. But here you open and then what are you going to say? But I'll start making small videos. Even if they are funny videos, are you going to watch and like them? Even when I'm going to the store, I video and say, hi guys, I am going to the store now, come with me. I will start doing that. Love from this side. Mwesigwa Barbara, thank you so much. Mwesigwa, are you from Uganda? Gwoli Muganda or Gwoli Muchi? You're my motivation. Thank you. What of the 3,000? I was to answer that question. Sasa, oh, JCK, you're here and you've not even typed, jamani. So the 3,000 that they give you is divided into the 3 years that you're here. I've already received my 750. I received my 750 after 4 weeks of being here. Na unajua huwa inakatwa, and then they will give you another 1,000. They told me my 1,000, I should expect 1,000 on May 2025. That's next year. And then I will get, I think, another one in May 2026. So it's divided. You don't get it once from Uganda. Oh, jebariko. You will not get the whole amount of money at the same time. If you already have NCLEX and IELTS, do they refund you that money? Yes. If you have, that one is different. There's a Philippine who came from Bahamas. She had done IELTS, she had done like most of the things, GVNS accounts, like all those processes. The only thing she needed for them to facilitate is the petition of the green card. She got the money like the way they had promised her, but they taxed it. I think it was coming to JCK, thank you. I think it was coming, what she was telling me, that one of the Philippines we were living with in Florida, she was to get the sijui niseme money wacha. You see tax hapa inakwanga juu, like tax, the more the money, the more the tax. Even in Kenya it's the same. The more the money, the more the tax. So what happened? She was given the wholesome amount out of 7,000. I am whispering. She got very little. But they give you back anyway. They give you back. They give you back. But, hey, Omega Ki. I just had Maggi. I knew you mean water. I just had Maggi. I knew you mean water. We also called. Yeah, where are you calling from? Harriet, where are you from? You call Maggi. We also call Maggi in Tumbuka. Where is Tumbuka? I don't even know. Thank you. You're welcome. So mwenye ameuliza mambo ya 3,000, who was that? Kuni ametoroka. Oh, Lydia, you asked about the 3,000. They give you back. They give you that 3,000, but it's divided into the number of years that you work here. After NCLEX, it's not determined by NCLEX. Hiyo I-140 wanga iko determined by ukipass inaitwaje? Ukipass, umesema IELTS ama NCLEX? Let me see. How long did MedPro take at? It is not NCLEX, it's IELTS. If I can remember correctly, my NCLEX did not determine that much. When I submitted the IELTS, that's when they changed from, because they file it before, they petition for you before you even do the IELTS, the NCLEX. Then you do the NCLEX, you pass, then because MedPro, they start the other way around. So after IELTS, that's when I can remember they had filed before, and then after I passed IELTS, they changed it from regular to premium. I'll check on my emails and then I'll text you. But I can't remember. The only thing I know is when they changed, because they told me when I submitted the IELTS results, they told me that they have changed from the regular to the premium, and then at that time there was no retrogression. So they changed from the regular to the premium, and within 1 week I had the PD. They told me your PD your I-140 has been approved. But hapo mbeleni before the NCLEX, I can't remember pretty well how it was. I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember. Let me not lie. If you have driving experience, what's the evidence for them to prove to cut off the expenses apart from the DL? Do they do a fast track? If you have the proof that you will show to them, if you're coming with an agency, you're with MedPro, they will send you to a driving school. The driving school will do a pre-test. You have a driver, that school driver, mwalimu anaitwa nani, huyo driver, the teacher, the tutor, the instructor, and you're on the wheel, then you go to the road. You have a license, yes, then let's see you driving. So if you just go like this knocking everything, are you a driver? Because you have a license, that's a proof you're not a driver. So you will need like so many lessons. But if you're a driver, you know how to start the engine, you how to reverse, and then you go. You have proved to them that this license is your imbo, I know how to drive. So they will tell you, according to what I have assessed, I have assessed you, and you need only 2 lessons. Because the minimum you can do is 2 lessons. I think the maximum can be as many as they want you to do. So if you have a license, they will prove, you'll have to prove to them that you know how to drive by being on the road. They'll take you out on the road for them to see that you can drive. So you just don't have, you just don't need to have a license. You need to know how to drive. Malawi. But then when you come here now, they'll teach you, you'll get those lessons. They'll tell you there are lessons, maybe if you're in Florida, Texas, or wherever it is, I don't know, Carolina. So they will give you the manuals of that state so that you know how the rules are, rules on the roads. Sijui kufanya hivi ni kusema stop, sijui kufanya hivi ni kufanya nini, such kind of a things. Oh, you're in Malawi. Okay, thank you, Harriet. Thank you so much, Harriet. Maji is water. You know water? Guys, are we done? Anyway, thank you so much. Kindly requirements the house hunting. Well, you must know as a new immigrant in Ghana. Requirements is the house hunting. If you're coming as a nurse, and if you're coming through an agency normally gives you a letter to show that you're employed by them. So you kind of ride on their credit score. Because like for us, when we were looking for a house, MedPro gave us a letter to show that we are employed by them. And this employer has been here for some time. I mean, this is a company that works here. So it kind of assisted us. And then when you tell them, like in North Carolina, you tell them I'm working with Mission Hospital, they also give you something, some subsidized, like they take off some dollars from you. The fact that you're a nurse, they also say you're first respondent or something. So the requirements is just a credit score. Like to show you're working somewhere, you have to prove that you're working somewhere. So you have to have that letter. So if you have that letter and they have a good credit score, then you're good to go. Because they only ask me for a proof of employment. That's why you find people homeless. If you don't have a proof of employment, you're homeless, by the way. Hey, within a twinkle of an eye. I think that's the only thing that you need. So if you're coming with an agency, it's easier for you. Guys, we've been here for one hour. That is 7 minutes. Okay, so we just end the live. If you're joining late and you don't know who I am, my name is Zippy the nurse, a nurse from Kenya, currently in North Carolina. And we were here discussing issues that might help you if you're planning to immigrate to USA. So if you've just joined, because I can see we are 40, we were 20 at some point, then we are 40. If you've just joined, please hit the thumbs up, please subscribe. And then, of course, if you feel that this video has helped you, please share. We normally say here it's positive vibes. We don't hide things. We just say as it is. I've just given up my story. I've repeated it so many times in different platforms. And I'm just trying to motivate you guys that it's doable. As long as you have papers. Don't bribe in Kenya for you to get jobs. Use that paper to get a job overseas. It's possible. Especially if you're a nurse. Or if you're married to a nurse, or if your parent is a nurse. Maybe even there's somebody here who is watching and their parents are nurses. Please, tell them to take advantage of that. If they don't want to do NCLEX, when the retrogression is over, tell them to apply. If you're a nurse and you don't want to do NCLEX, try applying as a CNA. If you don't want to sit for those NCLEX things and stuff, try applying for a CNA with MedPro. Come here, change the lives of your kids. Let them not be told sijui labda wauze nini na nini huko ndo wakuwe successful people in the country. Because in Kenya you have to have money to give somebody to clean up your papers, and those papers clean you and clean your pocket. Like you have to have money to get money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether it's the same in Africa, Uganda, Malawi, or whatever. But yeah, you need that. Hi Zippy, approximately how much did you spend of food at area? We used to cost share, me and those Philippines. So, lakini unakula chakula ngapi? There's some people who said cost sharing is expensive. because like whatever they want to cook, maybe you're not even feeling. Alafu, the first week, wait a minute, they used to give us lunch all the time. The first few days, they give you breakfast. I think the first day. If you happen to live in the hotel, they give you breakfast every morning. So that's a plus for you. And then at Arium, at MedPro campus, they give you breakfast, I think the first few days. And then after that, maybe you go, and it was not too much. It was not too much. Lakini mimi yangu inaweza kuwa ilikuwa mingi kwa sababu we were sharing the shopping. We used to go to Publix down there at Arium, then buy stuff, come and cook. Alafu you see we are different people. People eat differently. Wengine wanakula sana, wengine wakuli sana. Because I was the only African, we had an Indian, and we had 3 Philippines. So we used to like, I can't remember how much we used. It should have been, I don't know. I didn't even count. Hiyo time I was excited bana. I was so excited. Guy, being in America. I was excited. Hata siku anafanya hizo hesabu. So you remember even the video I made was not like that a good video because I was not, I was over the moon. Which IELTS should a nurse use, academic or general? We used academic. I don't know whether it has changed. But I've heard people talk about it and saying that IELTS has changed. I don't know what has changed. So you might need to look up on that. I don't know. But as we used academic, and then it was computer-based. That's what we used. So guys, if you don't have any question, allow me to wind up by saying, wakati wa extreme weather, you are told to stay indoors. Utalipaje bills, usipenda job. You're told to stay indoors. Utalipaje bills. Swali ngumu hilo. I don't know how you'll pay your bills because it will be difficult for you. It will be extreme. It will be extreme on your pocket. So you will not stay indoors. You will stay outside. How will you stay indoors? I don't know. I've not been here when we have those extreme weathers. Like juzi we had just a pinch of snow that happened here. I don't know whether that's the end of it. But kulikuwa na snow juzi. And people still went to work. But it's like right now it's very cold. Inje unapata there is sun, but it's cold, like the degrees. Kama sahi, I think it's, let me see what's the degree. Right now it's 32. So you can imagine 32 Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Iko chini sana, it's cold. But I think people still do go to work. That's why you find people wearing boshori and those things like these ones. Like you can only see the eyes. And then I've noticed, you see when it was summer, when you went to a hotel, when you used to like visit a hotel, like those eateries, ndani kuna baridi, they have put aircon and something. And then like right now when you go like to the stores, to the eateries, it's now the opposite. So inside it's warm, like outside it's cold. So they do it the other way around. They already used. The only challenge would be for you to drive. Like how will you drive? In our hospital, I had them saying when it is worse, people are told to stay at work. Because you don't want to miss work again. If you miss work, how are we going to eat? And then also you have PTOs. If you have PTOs, you can ask for them. If maybe, for example, you stayed at home like for 3 days, you can ask for PTOs. They'll give you if you have them. But then if you don't have PTOs and then you don't have support, you will end up becoming homeless and then they will changia you and then you will go back home. I don't know, by the way, about that, but it might be tricky. Wacha ifike hiyo time nitawaambia. Like I told you, when I graduate, I'll come back and tell you, hey, I'm graduating. If someone starts the process now, so after how long, maybe, can they relocate to the USA? Wanasemanga, see, they normally say 12 to, not 12. Right now, they can't take 12. Kitambo it used to take 12. Like Lillian from Montana, I think, took 12, 13 months. Right now, it's not even taking 12. It's 12 to 24 months. Zippy hapa yake took more because of the issues with the documents. So make sure you sort out all your documents. Make sure you have your passport, your names are correctly in order, like everything is fine. And then pray to God there is no retrogression. If there is no retrogression and you've started today without retrogression, 12 to 24 months, those are 2 years. If everything is okay and you have money, when they ask you to send your documents, you just send, 12 to 24 months. So assuming today is January 2026, 2027, 2028 you'll be here. But every journey is individualized. Like me, there are some people I started with and they came here 1 year ahead of me. There is Irene Kanini, there is Patricia, there is, I can't even mention them because it's true. We started like almost the same time, but then they came way much ahead of me. So this journey is individualized. There's so many factors that can make you, maybe exam, you failed exam, IELTS, you failed again. Because there are people who do exams like even 3 times or even 4 times. Miki Mwash, mambo poa. What do we say, guys? Si tuseme kwaherini. Bye bye, guys. Have a good day. It's not a good day. For those who are having a good day, good day. For those who are having a good night, have a good night. For those who are watching from Malawi, for those who are watching from Malawi, Uganda. Where else did we see? All over the world. Thank you so much for coming. I don't take it for granted. And please, if you've not subscribed, imagine I'm not even asking for anything. I'm just saying, just subscribe. You didn't tell me how much, couple. I answered you. I said 32 times 36 times 2. Those are 2 people. Explore. If you're with an agency, but if you're not with an agency, count a different amount of money. I answered you that question, unless you didn't hear me say that. Just about to start my application. Oh, all the best. All the best. Sijui nianza kuwacharge nikuwa nawafanyia hizi vitu sasa. Nimeona penye mboka iko, nitaanza kufanya hiyo kama hiyo side hustle. Harriet, I'm saying I will start charging to apply for people. If you have money, can you pay for your kids' air ticket while still in Kenya? Yes, why not? If you have the dates of traveling, you can pay. Mickey Mwash, why are you blowing? I came late. Tell me about fingerprint cards. Priority dates is the 2024 Zippy, your prediction. Priority date is the 2024. I give predictions depending on how mine was. But you see now mine, there was what is it called? There was retrogression. So if there is no retrogression, I don't know how to predict it. But mine, from my priority date, was 2022 June, and I came in 2024 April. That's about a year and something. So the 2024, 2025, 2027. Zinirushie mawe, siko sure. Ati fununu zinasemaje kuhusu visa bulletin? Haki haijakuwa ikisonga and we are CC. Even as we didn't songa for 1 year. Anita, we didn't songa for 1 year. We even gave up, we started doing other things and forgot everything about that journey. Ebu imagine, have a much life in Ningumu, Ebu try to forget about it and just wait for it. Like you remember that video I made when I said the long wait is here. Nobody thought that embassy would give dates on a Saturday because we had stayed for I don't know how many years without dates. We kept on asking messages like these ones. We kept on asking for validation, like asking people due to do what. Just, when you're desperate, you ask somebody a question, expecting them to tell you what you want to hear. Like now, you might ask me, Zippy, unasikiaje kuhusu? Nikwambie, inaweza funguka, because that's what you want to hear. But then again, I'm giving you a false hope because even me, I don't know. Nobody knows about these things. So we had tried looking up. MedPro used to come live on YouTube. I think Sijui Musilo, they give us their prediction, but it was not working. Even them, at some point, they gave up on giving those predictions. Then boom, dates on a Saturday. Saturday at 9 a.m. people are receiving dates. You're like, when these embassy people don't sleep? Like, we didn't expect. So pia nyinyi. But according to me, if you look at the trends, how it has been happening, most of the times unapatanga December, January, February, March, they normally give dates. So if you have your CC, like, make sure your documents are ready. Make sure you have the vaccines. Make sure, like, just be ready so that usipatwe kama CC. This thing is normally not like, mimi niko na passport USA, they are kind of slow. Yeah, I've had people saying passport USA is slow, but you can change if you have money. Pay them off and Thank you, Zippy, for the information. Thank you so much, Harriet, for tuning in from Malawi. Thank you. I will be speaking English like I promised, but these people make me speak Kiswahili again all the time. They type in Kiswahili, so I end up speaking in Kiswahili. One quick question. COVID vaccine lazima. I had people juicy saying si lazima, but for us we were asked just the other day, so I don't know right now. Wenye walikuja nyuma yetu wanasema it's not a must. So that is something you need to confirm with you. Because in the list of vaccines that they had, walikuwa nasema it's one of it. Hi Susan, walikuwa nasema it's one of the requirements, but right now I don't know. Susan, karibu kunywa chai kikombe. I did mine luckily with what? With the agency I was doing with. They sent one on board. Oh, what are we discussing? I came late. Tell me about the fingerprints. Depending where you are, you can do it. Or if you're in Kenya, ask MedPro to send you the number of, is that lady called Maureen? If you're in Kenya. If you're in Kenya, there is a lady called Maureen who is working with MedPro, and MedPro sends the fingerprints there in Nairobi. I don't remember that building. Apo karibu na National Archives. Apo karibu na KCB Kencom. Nyayo House. There's a building that she had an office. I think they were working with MedPro. So can I sit and take the tea? Yes, Princey, sit and take the tea. Actually, there is mandazi. So there is a building there that lady was working with MedPro. So you go get the fingerprints, and then you do the fingerprinting things from the CID of something, and then Reinsurance Plaza. Yeah, somebody has said Reinsurance Plaza. You go there. I don't know whether I still have the number. Whoever has her number, you can text so that maybe she can assist that guy. I don't know where the Sun to Sami is where. Nani anasomea MedPro sahi platform as an explorer. Oh, so this person is in Kenya. Guy fahamu kuna majina ngumu. Tsunami. Talk to one of these people. Talk to Penina. She will guide you on where to get those fingerprints. That lady works with MedPro, and they have those fingerprints. And I don't know why your guide has not told you to get the fingerprints from there, because you just get them, go to CID or any police who knows how to do the fingerprints, and then you return them there. They will send. You don't have to incur the cost nowadays. During our time, we used to wait from MedPro to send them to you, and then you go to the CID, you toa kitu kidogo, they do the fingerprints, and then you come again and ship them back using UPS. That's why I say MedPro is better in a way, because they assist you so big time. Yes, this Insurance Plaza. Yes, money. Money. What is money? Oluwa. Hey, Mwadhani. Hi, Zippy. Hi, Olumiwa. Top 10. You've been with them for long. What do you mean they are slow? Kindly elaborate. Mickey Moash, they are slow. So many people say that agency is slow. Oh, Maureen Koinange Street. House, Mercy. I guess room number 300 or something. Yeah, that one. That's where I picked mine, Zamusho, because there are some fingerprints I think we were doing. Was it for CES Evolution? Because during my endorsement here in North Carolina, we needed fingerprints. When you're endorsing your license, you also need those fingerprints. So I picked them from there. Hey, now vaccines, which one do I need? Hey, Zippy. Hey, Dr. Karoe. So those who are asking about fingerprints, you can talk to Maureen. I don't know whether she does for those people who are not with MedPro. You can try them, and don't say it's us who sent you there. Enda umwambia akupatie fingerprints. Hey, are we still live? We got disconnected. Oh, we are still here. So, the vaccines, which ones do I need? Sasa mimi nimeona biashara hapa. Si wewe unione inbox kando. Unichenge pesa. Vaccines, you need MMR, you need hepatitis B, you need flu, lakini flu taifanya baadaye, you need Adacel, you need what else? Watu wamtaipia hapo chini, type for him what we need, the vaccines that we need. Somebody had answered this question that sometimes back. Can you do IELTS with NCLEX concurrently? You can if you have money. Hey, inakaa we ni sonko. You can if you have money and your brain can absorb. You can do it. See, both of those things we have in Kenya. So you don't need to incur the cost at ya kutravel. You can do them. Lakini utaweza kusomea hizo vitu mbili? Big up, man. If you can, then well and good. Watching from Eldoret. Hey, Moni, mambo. Watching from Eldoret. Eldoret, mambo, namna gani? Namna gani, my friend? Hmm? Tsunami, you can do them concurrently, but I don't think MedPro will pay for you. They'll tell you to do it first, these ones, and then you do this one after you're done. That's what they normally do. But if you're not with MedPro, if you're self-sponsored, na dependa speed yako, pesa yako, you can. It's your life. You can do what you want. Moni, karibu. Tunaenda kusummarize, tuende ile base ingine. Who is writing for her? Who is writing for Nani? Who is writing for Mwash, the vaccines we need? I've said MMR, Adacel, flu vaccine, which is on the last stages. You need Adacel, MMR. Eldoret is hot. I'm going for document verification tomorrow. Excited to start my NCLEX journey. Wewe utanilipa. Your encouragement, wewe. You see, I'm happy about Moni. Moni, can you tell them how you were discouraged and at some point now you're doing the NCLEX? Na umeanza tu juzi tukianza easy lives. Can you tell them? You will be a testimony to so many people who are scared. Can I say what you told me kwa inbox? Sama ninyamazie nikanyangie kwa masikuembe. You see what I'm saying, guys? If you're there and you're a nurse, aki usilalie story, please start it. Even God helps those who've helped themselves. That's what the Bible says. I'll go back to the Bible so many times because it works. Kanyangia, sawa basi nimekanyangia. Board of Nursing imedus. Does everyone need to go also via New York? No, you can choose for any Board of Nursing. Lakini New York Board of Nursing nasikianga they bypass a certain CJFNS or something. That's why I think people think it's easier. Okay, MMR, Adacel, varicella, flu, hepatitis B, flu vaccines, COVID vaccine. The answer is there. Okay, the New York is cheaper route for those that don't have money. Umejibiwa, you've had it. What's Adacel? Miki mwash wewe. My documents went via both CGFNS and New York BON. Oh, and DPT, diphtheria. Okay, all right. BON with MedPro. Nini, I'm in a different continent. You're in a different continent? What do you mean? Ebu Google Aki, what is Adacel? Zippy, did you just say 2027 yawa? You see, now that's why I said you will ask a question because you're expecting me to tell you what you want to hear. And if I don't say that, I disappoint you. Me, I gave prediction according to mine, how it was. Mine took 1 and something after my PD. That's the same thing. That's why I'm saying, Aki, don't seek for validation from this YouTube. Just listen, pick what you feel is good for you. Oh my God, don't quote me. It's called Adacel polio. Umejibiwa Mickey Mwash. Mimi nilikuwa nafikira nani enjoy bana. Si tulifanya hizo vitu MCH. This journey is worth the wait, my people. You see, MMR, varicella, HB is hiyo ni hepatitis B anga ni what? DPT plus polio. Oh. Mwash umejibiwa. Mickey Mwash, you've gotten the answer there. You've gotten the answer there. Guys, situfunge hii chapter leo aki. 2 hours. Hata nimechoka, chai yangu ishakuwa baridi hadi. But guys, if you're a nurse out there, karibu Mwash. I think Mwash, I know you. Mwash, were we talking with you on TikTok? I think I know you. Hebu nitumie message TikTok, nikupe namba ya mtu mwenye atakuguide vizuri basi. I think I remember you. Sorry, nilikuwa nafikiri we call them differently here. Oh, okay. Hebu text me on nini, nitakutumia namba ya mtu muongee na yeye. He will guide you. Nimekukumbuka. I've remembered you. Sorry. Yes, ni pole. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. The main thing is, if you're a nurse out there, if you have a parent who is, I'm not on TikTok, I was talking to you kwa WhatsApp. Oh, aya, nitakuongelesha basi. Lakini Zippy jamani, with a PD, you mean tutaenda. Mi hata nimesema hivyo kweli. Have I even talked about that thing? Surely, I have not. I've not said anything. Guy, msini crucify jamani. Where? I gave, you see, mine was PD, my PD was June 2022. So June 2022 up to June 2023. Hiyo ni miezi ngapi? And then June 2023 up to April 2024. Hizo ni miezi ngapi? Okay. Msini crucify jamani. I was just saying I gave the prediction as per mine, Feb 2024. Or your PD is Feb 2024? Where? Okay, msinione kama anacheka tu kwa ubaya. Mnajua tu nacheka kwa nini? Juu nilisema tu, I said if I say something or if somebody says something, you know you're expecting because you need that consolation. Like unataka tu mtu akwambie. So, PD is priority date. What? Oh my God. But be patient. Just do your things. Make sure your papers are in order, like that Carvo guy. If you're in that PD group, complete case group, ulikuwa unaona huyo jamaa alikuwa anaitwa Mr. J na predictions mid 2026. Yeah, mid 2026 ndio hiyo. If you're in that group, people used to talk to that guy, alafu anapeana predictions. Ati itakuja July, itakuja January, itakuja nini? Hii kitu hakuna mtu anajuanga. Mimi nimepeana prediction based on mine. I didn't say that is when you will get the dates. And then also I said, like the way we were waiting and waiting and waiting, even akina Musilo ni hao wanakuanga lawyers, sijui wa Medpro na Avant or something. They know about those predictions and stuff. They were predicting until they gave up. Then from nowhere on a Saturday in February, we got dates, massive dates, na nimekuja April. So, when are you doing another live session? Tutafanya live kesho. I'm not working tomorrow. We can do another one tomorrow. Akuwe patient. Hata CNAs. Tunaona. Yes, Imani, you've come for my rescue. These people are beating him up with mawe. Akuwe patient. Even CNAs have not had their dates. Hawajaenda wa 2022. My PD, you see, my PD is 18th September 2023. September 18th 2023. Na mimi yangu ilikuwa July 2022. Tunaona guys, be patient. Msikuwe na haraka hivyo tena. Mtakuja hapa and then you will start missing home. You see, like me now, I was telling people, I miss home, I miss going America. Now I miss home. So take advantage. Go to Masai Mara. Utaniambia unaenda Masai Mara aje. But take advantage of the time that you have right now. Kama ni sukwa vizuri. Buru utaanza kufunga kitambaa kama mimi. Suka vizuri, weka hizo dreadlocks, do everything that you can, enjoy while it lasts. If it's vaccines, make sure you have all the vaccines records in order. And then, ikikuja, na mtanikumbuka, those dates when they come, it normally comes as a surprise. Let me miss. Guys, ni pole basi. Dr. Karoy, I'm sorry. I am very sorry. You're really inspiring me. I'm a med tech and I'm always here gasping every bit. Ubarikiwe. Oh, thank you so much. At least umeniambia kitu ya maana. Watu wananirushia mawe. Hata nimesema 2027. We. Utakuja Dr. Karo, utakuja kufunga kitambaa kama Zippy. Unaona makunduzi huku ndani. Huku. I believe everyone's journey is different. I'm encouraging myself who has just begun. Hey! Kujeni tulie. Moni. Hey, do you have a WhatsApp group for Medpro nurses preparing for NCLEX? Zippy, which vaccine should I have? If you have a name issue, what happens? How much is the price for booking meds at IOM Plus? That's a job only. Hizo maswali zimeingia mingi, zote zimenichanganya. You're really inspiring me. I'm a med tech lab. I'm a lab tech and always here gasping every bit. Ubarikiwe. Thank you so much, Carol. I believe everybody's journey. Like, yes, it's true, Nani Moni, because I've told you, like mine, we started with some people who came way earlier than me because my names had issues, like I've said. I am Zipora Wangezi Gichohi, but kwa college they had written Gichoho. So when I sent the documents the first time, they say those are two different people. In America, I think names are very sensitive. Gichoho and Gichohi, those are different people. Went back to AMREF for them to change names. We had issues with COVID, sijui university, lecturers, sijui hayuko, sijui nani hayuko. So it took a bit of time for them to change my names to align with all my other documents, passport and everything. So at the end of the day, it took time, watu wakasonga. So make sure your documents are in order, like majina zako kama ziko na shida, tengeneza majina zako. I don't think, I heard people saying you can get an affidavit, but for you to be on the safe side, if it's a document that can be changed to what your other documents are saying to align, then that's good. I've answered you who is talking about Magina, if your name has an issue. And then again, what issue does it have and what document is that? Because mine was the college certificate. Yeah, AMREF, though, it had some issues, like they had misspelled my surname. So they had to change and it took time because of COVID. You remember what COVID did to us with the the offices had closed down, they are doing things online, it's a new system in Kenya, so nobody knew about those online stuff. It took time. Zippy, which vaccines do I have? Mtu amesema hapo juu sasa hivi Felista. Ama wewe umeingia sasa hivi. Somebody has just written up there. Hebu scroll up there. MMR and all those things they've written up there. Oh, nani alisema yuko TikTok? Yeah, Mickey Mwash, we talked with you. Do they have a WhatsApp group for MedPro nurses preparing for NCLEX? Yes, there are so many groups. There are so many WhatsApp groups. Ni venye nilitoka, you know, when you finish your exam, you exit, but I'll ask somebody, send me a message on the Kenyan line, kwa iko kwa hapo juu, kwa nini, nitakutumia namba ya mtu mwambia ku-add. I don't know whether she's still an admin. Or anybody who has Gloria Nancy, maybe they can send her to this guy who needs to be added to those groups. No, not Gloria Nancy. What was her name again? I look for that number and then I tell them to add you. My guy told me to get an affidavit because my dog starts with Cheron. Oh, you can get, you can get an affidavit then, and it should be notarized. Ni text wapi? Si namba yangu iko hapo yawa, Tsunami. Namba yangu iko kwa public domain. Sina, sasa unaficha namba ya nini? Na hata mtumangi M-Pesa. Utume M-Pesa kwanza, alafu ndio utajua jina yangu, sawa? Utume M-Pesa alafu utume message. Utaona namba hapo juu. 07. I'm joking. Pesa unafaa kuwa na ngapi kutoka Kenya? MedPro tells you to come with 1,000 USD each per head. 1,000 per head. That's as per MedPro. Nimeona. Wewe tuma kakitu. Hebu tuma ya macho ya kununua dhoda kubwa. Sasa MedPro tells you to come with 1,000 each per head. So if you have if you are a family of 6, you come with 6,000 USD per head. But if you don't have come, they will pay you the first day. Wewe kuja upambane hapa kama sisi. Me came with guy more than, if I remember, God is good all the time. What took you that long? Si nimesema my name had issues. Me, I started in 2020 April. Then I sent my documents. Because of COVID, kulikuwa offices mingi, they were not open. Like you send a document but then they stay. When there was lockdown, unakumbuka time ya lockdown wewe? Those people who started during that time, they can tell. Then schools zikafunga. So when you go to a school like MedPro, I used to go to AMREF for them to change names. When you go to a lawyer, they tell you sijui what, COVID, sijui nini. COVID ile time kulikuwa imehit sana. So it took time because of COVID, I guess. Because the offices were not moving. They used to give me stories and excuses from here to Timbuktu. Like we have said, every journey is individualized. Hiyo ilikuwa ya Zippy. Maybe God wanted me to take 4 years to give you a testimony. God wanted me to be a testimony. You remember that person who was blind and they asked people, why was this man born blind? What did he answer? He was born blind so that you people can know there is God. Maybe mine took 4 years for me to be a testimony to people. Hallelujah. Am I speaking to somebody? Ulienda na pesa, ati nilienda na pesa ngapi? Mwenye alinikopesha ako hapa atasikia nikidanganya. Ilikuwa hata haijafika 1,000. It was not even a 1,000. I talked to Aman. Most of you with MedPro knows Aman. I was trying to tell him so that they can give me some money or to pay for me the IOM. I told him, now I don't have money and you have said that you should come with 1,000 USD and I don't have money and I have gotten the dates. Can you pay for me IOM so that he said come with what you have, even if it's 50 bob Kenyan shillings, come. Nilikuja kimalamala hivyo. I came with that money. And you people were writing messages and retracting them. Why are you deleting them? Mungu anawaona. Wewe Eugene Amoni, You don't want people to be helped with your messages. Sisi ni kufollow tu. PD ya 24th September. PD ya 24th September 2024. Top 10, I've answered you. I am like that blind man who was healed in River Jordan. Is he the one who was mwenye alipakwa matope hivi? Wenye wanajua Bible waniambia. And then some people asked, why was this man born blind? And then Jesus answered, he was born blind so that people like you can know there's God. So why did mine take that long? Mine took long so that I can be a motivator for those people who've given up in this journey and they think it can't work. It can work. Maybe that's why I even failed NCLEX the first time, but I did pass my IELTS the first time. I've answered you. Nafanya hairdressing course mimi. Mimi nitakuja kuwashuka nywele wherever I'm free. Please do those small courses. They will help you. Those funny skills, they'll help you. You should also know how to shikanisha those appliances, the kitchen appliances with whatever. Have you coped working environment? I think so. I don't have a challenge. I think I'm okay with that one. I don't think. But mtu uchoka. Ati you read my text ukanyamaza. I was asking about the price of medical. Guy, mpaka ukakasirika hivyo mpaka ukaretract. Hebu kujeni muone. Ndinya Eugene, ati you read my text. Mpaka ukajam. I was asking about the price of medicals at IOM plus the other sales since the other titles are reactive. Akishuali. Sasa mpaka ukajam, wacha sasa ni kuaddress. Mpaka ukakasirika ukafuta message. Are you serious? I am sorry. So you asked about the price of medicals at IOM. They are very expensive. So for you to avoid it like plague. Unasikianga plague ilikuwa mbaya. You avoid it like plague. Avoid kufanya hizo. Najua hapa kuna nurses wanafanya hapo IOM wana watch. If you're at IOM and tell them, can you tell that guy how much it costs there? It's very expensive. So the best thing is enda huko Kenyatta National Hospital, Dungwa, enda Gertrude, like Dr. Karoi has said, Dungwa, enda Nairobi Hospital. Please get it out of IOM. Alafu uende na it will be cheaper for you. The medicals wanga ziko individualized, like I've said. And then when you write to them and ask them what is the estimate, like what is the estimate of the amount that you're going to use, they will give you an estimate. During our time, I think they had given us 32,000. No, 60,000. Aki nitawatachia hiyo email hapa. They had sent us an email saying this is what you need to prepare, like around 60 Gs per head. But then when you went here, I think ilikuwa 32,000 per head. For my family, like kila mtu 32,000 Kenyan shillings. Si za Uganda ama Tanzania. Mwenyeogopa Mtanzania msinipige na mawe. So it is better you avoid IOM kufanya. If you can, please do it outside. Na usikasirike. If you can, usikasirike pia, sawa? Ati 2021. Aje, what do you mean 2021? Top 10. Imagine saa hii ni wa 2021 na bado trust in the process. Sisi ni wa 2021. Si mimi ni wa 2020 na nimekuja 2024. Kwa nini hamuamini Anita akisema hivyo? It is true. This journey is, let me tell you, if there is a journey that will teach you patience. Kwanza Wakenya unajua nyinyi mnanga patience, mnaendanga pale kwa ofisi, mnasema nipe kitu kidogo, wacha nione mkubwa. Hapa hakunanga kuona mkubwa. Harriet, if you're still here, I am saying, as Kenyans, we normally don't have patience. For Ugandans, I think they have little patience. I've been to Uganda, I know. Kenyans, me being one of them, we don't have patience. You go to a hospital, you're on the queue, you feel like you want to bribe the doctor to see you ahead of the others. That's how we are. So in this journey, this journey will teach you how to be patient. You know, patience. Patience is a virtue, even the Bible says. And this journey will test all, because there is nothing that you will do. Kama mko pale mmepangwa line pale kwa embassy, nyinyi mmepangwa hivyo, ni kama kepi vaccines. First in, first come, first in, first out. That's what they will do. They will not change. So you have to pay. If it is from 2020, they are clearing the draft. Unaonanga wale watu wa TikTok wanasema clearing the draft. They are trying to clear the draft. It is what is going to happen. I have the COVID vaccine certificate, but I didn't get the antigen. Should I just get the certificate? Ama watapima? They don't pima as long as you have the certificate. Nashukuru. What else? Tsunami tutatuma documents mara zikakuwa delays too so far, but ni God. Oh yeah, I was trying to answer that one. I deleted the one I was talking about affidavits because of my name. Oh, okay. All right, nimekuelewa. Anita, when did you sit for your NCLEX? Anita, someone is asking when you sat for your NCLEX. Dr. Karoy, are you a nurse by the way, ama you're a doctor? Ama tu ni nini? Are you a doctor by profession? Hey, wacheni tu mimi niende. For COVID, you'll do a booster. Dr. Karoy, May 2023. Oh, you'll do a booster. I also did a booster, by the way. I got 3 of them. The first 2 that we did, and then the booster one was coming. May 2023. May 2023. That's when you sat for your exam, Anita. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Mimi ni Frank na wewe. Guys, mko na makasiriko leo. Wewe umefika wapi Anita? Mko na makasiriko. Dr. Karoy, nekie imani. Bado na jam. Sikuwa najua. Sasa mnaandika jina tofauti. These are different name from what I know, and the picture cannot show me. It is not showing me what it is. Guys, we tap and then we drop. We finish the live. Aki, please, I'm even tired. I think we've exhausted now the questions. Tsunami, sisi, nafika wapi? Wenye tulisoma KMTC, tunajua patience. Huku nakwanga na patience. Where I didn't know. But this journey will give you patience. Unasikianga chill pills zenye wanasema. At some point you will even feel like you want to mess up, propofol and sleep. Then you wake up when they have given dates. By the way, I understand how you guys feel. But like I've said, my journey took... I know, si hata mimi unajua na joke. Like I've told you, my journey is very long. And maybe I'm here to encourage people. Maybe watu watakuwa nasema, hebu angalia Zippy na wako I give up. Lakini nilikuwa nime give up, mtu asiwadanganya. I had given up at some point. See, I'm also human. I was like, hey, hapa haiwezi jipa. Like this one will never work. Hey, this one seems like this one will never work. But it worked. Niweke chai sasa hata nasikia baridi. Na wenye mnakuja mniletee majani yake. Success Anita itaanza kuenda mbio soon. Give it December, hata December. Labda December kuna watu watapata dates. If you look at the trends, if you've been following, kama mko kwa hiyo group ya CC muangalie vile imekuwa, or you ask people, you might find that even December people will get dates. By the way, there is a... wacha nifunge mdomo, nisianze kuitwa Mr. J kama ule J. But if you look at the trends, wanaanzanga hapo hivyo because you see now November imeisha na hawajapeana dates. Ama wamepeana, I don't think wamepeana. Unapatanga November, December, January, after the October PD, after the October visa. Si financial year yao inakuanga ni October to October. So sasa wakianza new year unapata wanapeana dates. So new year yao sinaanzanga November, December, January, February. So utapata hapo December, January, Feb, March. Kibao mtapata next year kuna watu wanapata dates. That one you can take. Mine is a roller coaster but nitaipeana nikiland. Kumbe kuna watu hapa wamekanyangia story kwa maskwembe. Usikanyangie sana utapata DVT. Just open up. Yes, ya Jan tutachill good news. Tunachill good news. Yeah, I'm telling you. December, January, Feb, March hapo. Kuna watu watakuja hapa April, kuna watu watatravel March, kuna watu... Lakini hapana mtaanza kutravel April. Kuna watu wataanza kutravel April hapo. Believe you me. Na mnikujie na majani chai, mnikujie na omena. Wenye wanakuja hapa mnikujie na omena na nini ingine na dera ya kuvaa sama. I am telling you will get those dates. Mungu atujalie mema to all of us waiting feel encouraged. Yeah, I'm already a testimony. Kama tushaifanya na wewe kazi pale ile base tulikuwa tunalipa 21,000 alafu unapewa change ya 3 bob. Like you've given a salary with coins. cash money. You know where I'm talking about. And we are here now. That salary is what you go to a grocery store and you buy, like, you know, that's a shopping. Now I will feel vibaya because God amekutoa hiyo stage akakupeleka stage ingine. You should be thankful and just know that it's gonna work for you. As long as you're in the journey, don't give up. Don't give up, by the way. Maximum kilo ya omena kwa ndege. I think you can carry as many. By the way, mkikuja, don't even carry those clothes. Sasa unaona venye, like juzi I was telling you the other day, if you come with clothes, I meant clothes. If you come with a lot of clothes from Africa, alafu maybe you love your food from Africa before you get used to the food here, utakuwa una feel like there's a big change. So badala ya kubeba nguo, and every season here normally have different types of clothes, you just carry food because everybody has a chance of carrying 2 boxes. Simweke machakula hapo as long as zitakuwa allowed. As long as it's dry food, you'll be allowed to cross those zinaitwa hizo borders. Msibebe manguo, beba zile vitu najua hautakuja kupata, lakini msibebe sufuria tena, labda pan. Sufuria ziko, utaenda Goodwill mpate sufuria kupika ugali. Harriet, I hope you are not still here because I'm speaking Kiswahili, because these people need to know how to carry omena. I don't know whether you have omena in Malawi. Abaganda, nyinyi mnajua omena. You guys have omena in your place. Vipa nyivyo omena. Anyway guys, thank you so much for coming. I've said this thank you so much mpaka zimeisha. I've finished my thanks. I don't have any more thanks. Those people who came here and sat down, took a cup of coffee, took a cup of mandazi, a chai and mandazi, and didn't even show a thumbs up, God is watching you, and God is going to send that thunder to punish you. Lakini you, Eugene, you are just a retractor. You write, you retract. Even before I finish reading, you retract. Tsunami asante. Thank you so much, guys. And please do not forget to subscribe. Simunifikishie 1000 hata tukiwa hapa. Acha hata niangalie tuko ngapi. Simunifikishie 1000. Mko hapa watu 40. If you've not subscribed, so just subscribe. Let me see how many we are. Thank you so much, Lilian. Lilian, Abu, type for them there, subscribe, guys, subscribe. Maybe they don't know what to subscribe. Acha niangalie tuko ngapi akina subscribe. Guys, can we subscribe before we leave? Oh, the 40 of you, we can get to 3000 right now. Unajua hata watu wako na simu mbili, simu tatu. You can subscribe. You just here for sure. Na Ginger Beach wanaruhusu kwa airport. Ziko huku. Guy, wewe unataka kubeba ginger? No, they are here. You'll get them in the stores. Those ones are there. Ndimu, it's only that they're expensive. Like, they're not expensive because they are in dollars and you're earning in dollars. They're expensive if you compare how much you buy them at Marigiti. I used to do my shopping at Marigiti because life now. Lazima utafute vile life itakufanya. So I used to buy at Marigiti. So it's expensive you compare. Tusha subscribe here. Oh, now wengine sipoleni basi. Acha naenda kuangalia tuko wangapi saa hii. I want to go and see. That's why I'm opening the laptop. Guys, what do we say? We say bye-bye. If you've just joined, please let us subscribe and like. Thanks, Nico. Show. Why are they not showing? Ati sasa wenye tuko Kenya. What is happening? I don't know why it's hiding some messages. Masaibu tu haya. So, atina sasa wenye tuko Kenya, ebu munilink na nursing job yangu imekatika. Enda Nairobi West. Ama ulikuwa unafanya wapi job? Try Nairobi West. Tusha subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lilian. Tuko Kenya, ebu munilink na nursing job yangu imekatika. Thanks for the tea mandazi. You're welcome. Ukitoka hapo nje kuna kikapu ya tips. kuna kikapu ya sadaka, unaweza weka sadaka hapo. Ati you connect Tsunami. Tsunami needs a job, guys. Kama mtu ako na job extra anaweza mwambia. Si you try Nairobi West Tsunami. Nairobi West, Coptic, Nairobi Women's. Wapi kwingine nilikuwa najua wanakuwa na job. Mpisha Hospital, I don't know kama they still. If you're a nice nurse unaweza angalia Aga Khan. Wapi kwingine? Nita try. Yeah, thank you. Just try and see if you get something. Hizo hospitali zinakuanga na experience poa sana. I'm sure even those government hospitals, kwa sababu kuna venye nurses wengi wametoka, they will start applying, they will start announcing for those job vacancies. The likes of akina Mbagathi, Mama Lucy Kenyatta. Ukipata job chukua. Sisi tunataka pesa at the end of the day because you're already a nurse anyway. Kwani utalala njaa na sababu sijui nini, just go get a job and then uko unatafuta locums. Ukishapata job moja zinakujanga wingi. Ni kama when you don't have a boyfriend. If you don't have a boyfriend or if you don't have a girlfriend, you don't get. But when you get one, the other way is true. You get so many. You start, if you are a girl, you start getting so many people tuning you. If you're a boy, you start getting so many beautiful girls. It's the same thing. When you don't have a job, you don't get those chances. But when you get one, they start coming like this. So just get a job and then zingine zitajileta. Am I speaking to somebody? That is for you, Tsunami. Aya, chai imeisha wageni, twendeni sasa nyumbani. Naona hata hamja subscribe hapa. Bado tuko pale 3000 tu hivi ati tunachungulia hivi 3000. Anyway guys, thank you so much for coming. I don't take it for granted like I've said. God bless you so much. When you wanalala, have a good night. Wenye kwao ni lunch time, wakule salama. Have a good time for lunch. Ni kama tumeexhaust maswali. Kesho tutakuwa na live ingine, siko job kesho. Tunaweza fungua live ingine, mkuje na maswali nione kama nitaita watu wakuja tujibie maswali hapo chini. If they're not able to like panda hapa juu, they can type for us those questions down there. Ama nitauliza TikTok. We shall be live on TikTok and then I record for you the questions. Come prepared with the questions. Same time, same place. All right. Please tell me a bye-bye. Ndo nishuke sasa. Bye-bye, guys. 34 of you. So you just wave. I love this nurse. She's ever real. Oh, Asante. Are there male nurses? There are so many male nurses. Wengi, even the Americans, there are so many. Bye, Nico. God bless you. Thank you so much, Nico. Wewe penye tutapata na wewe na kubaia kidhoda kubwa. Si nimekupromise. Nimekuja late. Oh, Robert, we are summarizing. The good thing, this video will be there. But it's long. I don't know if people will watch. You can only watch it when you're live, but it's... Anyway, Lillian, bye. Thanks always for sharing your journey. Asante sana Hannington. Tuambiane kwa heri. Huko nyuma, ni murajigwa dwagai. Adwa kirenya ngani murajigwa. Nituirane imba. Kwa heri ni guys. If you can see me, you just wave by and drop. Jamani, kai aki Kenya, sure. Naenda kuwaombea. Just wave and say bye-bye and you go. Is it a must to complete a 3-year contract with MedPro? You can. Unaweza toka. But me talking. But you can. How long does BSN take if one has diploma? 1 year. I'm already in the process. I will show the graduation. Nitawaringia na hiyo graduation kama nimekelea dhobe hapa. You're a bye. Nikigraduate, hey, nitapost kila mahali. WhatsApp status, WhatsApp where. Graduation, degree. Ha. Yo, man, you'll have to see it. It's 1 year, they say. And it's very easy, it's not difficult. Si kama ile ningeona wengine wanapiga hapo, wanapiga stress. We were doing like this, guys. Kama uko nyuma hapo nyuma, inua mkono useme kwa heri. If you're behind there, please, can you wave and say kwa heri? Sasa mnafanya anajiongelesha hapa kama mtu ajielewi. Harriet, are you still there? Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye to us, please? Acha niende tu sasa juu hamtakiko kusema kitu. Bye guys, see you next time. Alice Ochodo, asante sana, kwa heri, God bless you. Rachel Malova, at least mnafanya hivyo. Kwa herini guys, I love you so much by the way. It's a community that we've created, like I always say, and I'll say forever and ever, I don't take it for granted. Without you people, I wouldn't be here. We are learning. I learn so much things from you and you learn so much things from me. So we are learning. It's a community whereby we are learning. If you look at my bio, I say I'm enthusiastic about community enlightenment and stuff. So when a community is enlightened, a whole nation is. And if you want the world to change, it starts from you. So be the light of the world. Be what you want to be. Like, be what the world wants. Be what you want the world to be. I don't know whether I'm... Tuombe tumalize mkutano. Elsie wewe, hebu omba. Hebu omba wewe mwenyewe. Mimi niombe mbele ya watu wameniangalia. I pray guys, but in Korea, in the bedroom, not here. Where? Nataka niombe kama ule Niko. Jenny Jao. Turus. Are you allowed to invite relatives from home from your graduation? Yes, 6 people. I had so. Ikifika hiyo time nitawaambia. You will see my mom flying with Mekanye. You know Mekanye, those shoes of Kong coming to America. She will have to wear Mekanye that day. Even if me, I don't wear them. Msichana iko mlimo. She will wear those shoes of Korea. Coming to graduation. Naenda graduation kule mlimo ya msichana yangu. She will come. I hear they give you chances of 6 people. So I don't know, but we will see. So we say time is a virtual, and then we say patience is a virtual. Time is a factor, patience is a virtual. So we are patient, we wait and see. Maybe next year, I don't know, around July, August, upon nitakuwa na graduate. So when I invite her and it becomes successful, si mtakuwa tu na example. Mtakuwa mnasema, hey, Zippy si niliona ame-invite. I get bored when I say saying ati Maju, they don't recognize our degrees. Mwambie huyo aende huko. Nani alikwambia hivyo? You must go back to school. No, they do. You don't go back to school. You just send your documents for verification. I'm your day one here. Ndakuwa expect invite. Ndakuinvite. Na unileteko omena yawa. For some reason I didn't like those things, but you're just feeling something that will remind you of home. Nasikia nimemiss omena. Simu tano lazima, big up. Lazima hiyo, lazima. Robert Mwandikwa, I get bored when I see people saying atuko Maju, they don't recognize. They recognize. The only thing is you need to verify your documents. Hata mishewewe nitaleta kila kitu. Your box, hey. Like when my kids were coming hapo kwa airport, they were asked, kwani amjapelekea mama yenyu chapati? Because I hear Kenyans wanakuanga wameka kila kitu hivi kwa box. Mimi sasa sikujua. Walikuja na kabagi kadogo hivi. Niambia, msibebe kitu. You know my kids came unaccompanied. So I told them not to carry anything. So when they were at the airport, whoever was checking them in was asked, kwani hamjapelekea mama yao kakitu hata kachapati? Kenyans mnabeba hadi shafashi. So, who is this? Hello, you're a new subscriber here. I love your contact. Did embassy ask for the father's consent? Yes, you have to have it. You have to have it. Either consent, you have to have a consent, a full custody. Either of the two, you must have it. Viola names it. You have to have either of the two. A consent or a custody. Whatever you do with that information is up to you. Umeelewa kile nakwambia? Guys, we are still saying bye-bye. We are not kidding. We shall meet tomorrow because this live is becoming longer, and the longer it becomes, the people will not watch. People don't like sitting and watching a long thing. So the shorter, the better. So let's wave bye-bye like pastors and say goodbye. Evelyn Sifondo. Sifondo, you're called Sifondo like Zipora. I namesake, you're close to my name. Bye-bye, guys. We need to open a YouTube channel, not channel. We need to go to church now. Ndio tunataka kuingia church yenye walisoma mchana. Somebody was asking us how we get our spiritual nourishment. we are about to go to church, ndio watoto wanaamka, so I need to sit down with them and have a service yenye walisoma All Saints Cathedral leo, so we do that. Bye bye, see you tomorrow. See you Essie. Hata wenda kununulia soda, haki sijai kukosa hapa. Kai, siku yenye tu nitapata mapesa mingi hivi, I'll buy for you a Lamborghini. Ah, that's a lie. I will buy for you a soda. Ehe, sawa, nimeelewa, asante. Yes, if you know, you know. You have to get one of them. Na Kenyans mkikuja hapa msichukiane, haki mpendane. I don't know what happens when people come here, they don't love each other. When you come here, just love. Have spirit of togetherness. Sawa, bye, bye, bye. Watching you from Mombasa, Bombululu. Salimiana huko America. Ndawasalimia mwenzangu. Ndawasalimia. I hope you're in the journey, Aki, please. Oi, because Aki, hata Bombolulu jamani. It is not good, oh, like it was bad. It is bad. Like, you know, I'm saying, if you're a nurse and you've not started, please. That's my gospel. Please, please start. Please start. If you hear me saying that, it's because things were different and things are different right now. So please, 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 please start the journey. Sawa sawa. Naona nikingojea tuishe hatutaisha. Acha tu ni draw. Lakini msipate head injury nikiangusha hii live. Ndio tunaweza anguka huko tupatane na head injury huko chini. Bye guys. Thank you so much, Aki. I don't take it for granted. I love you so much. Kesho mkuja na maswali. Nimewambia nitakuwa nimeinvite watu hapa chini. Nitawauliza maswali TikTok alafu tunajibu hapa. I hope it will be helpful. By the way, Essie, I hope your question was answered. Was it answered? I think it was answered. So, thank you so much. Let me just end here.